Unsure if I'm live right now. Let's find out. Why am I on the Spy Dix? Unsubscribe. Looks like we got the Bears out this morning. Got some pissed off Bears. I don't know if I'm live or not. Oh, it looks like it might be live. Yeah, I am. Right on. Yeah, you know what I did is I plugged in my condenser mic on that video I made last night, guys. And I did not. I think the volume reset itself or something. I don't know why. So I raised up my condenser mic's input this morning. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? So just a heads up so you guys know, the markets really aren't down this morning on the open. We had supposedly a sell side imbalance. Oh yeah, little quiet cap. Okay. So yeah, yesterday at the close we supposedly had a sell side, but we had some forced buying in the close yesterday, and so you'll see that pullback in the following day. So markets look fine to me. I don't know why everybody's in a panic. You guys want to know? Tell me why everybody's panicking this morning. You'll see everything is thin right now until the bell that's coming up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, CJ, Damian, Andre, Bloodstunt, Bobby, HP, Brad. Good morning, Eric, Chansu, Jasmine. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Andre. Good morning, F1st. Hey, Todd, I lost my toad. Frontro, or Frontro. Alex, good morning. Henry, Gerald, X, Speed, Euro Boomer. Right on, that's a great name. Yeah, let's trade some Tesla. Morning, Chaz. We'll check on IWM too. Just so you guys know, IWM has some. Good morning, Steve. Morning, Endless. So we've got some. So a couple things. Tesla, everybody's gunning for 1,000 right off the bell. Just so you guys know, okay? You can take a look right here, heading into 930. That we've got buyers below at 950, 930. So there should be a buy-in here. We should tag 950 and go straight up. You can see that the sellers are at 1,000. We have more buyers stepping in at 940. Right off the bell here too. So you've got some power here. And let me take a look at some other stuff as we open. And just so you guys know, IWM is looking rock this morning. I want to see what's up with IWM on another computer screen here. And right now you can see this right here. The shorts are coming in hard and heavy. Some sellers are coming in above. That is some angry bears. Those sellers were not there yesterday. Angry bears coming in right off the bell. Look at Apple. Apple is going to the moon right now. Yeehaw, Apple. But this is blowing up some shorts this morning. I was wondering why everybody was on a tizzy this morning. I almost posted like, what's everybody panicking about? The only panic this morning is shorts and bears getting wrecked. That's the only panic this morning. No offense to you bears out there. I love you guys too, but yeah, you can see this buy right off the bell on I think this is the SPY right here. Why am I getting this goofiness? Got Tesla buyers stepping in right off the bell at 957. You saw that wave of buyers come right in down there at 955. They stepped in. You'll also see at 950, 940, lots of buyers below. And everyone knows that the sell is at 1,000. You've got some at 980, but The real resistance is above. No one's going to be waiting for this either. This is going to move this morning. I guarantee it. Tesla will move today. Mark my words on this one. Hang tight here. I got a couple things I got to do. I got Tesla, SPY. Yeah, zero panic this morning. I don't know what is going on with the bears this morning. They're just in a panic. They were expecting that doom and gloom. All my eyes are on IWM this morning too. Anything down here for me is a buy on IWM. And this looks like short covering on IWM for me. Let's look at NDX. Take a peek at this too. Yeah, this is all normal. So like if you watch last night's video, you will see where the buy was this morning on NDX. We're tapping there right now. IWM is looking a little bit weak, but it shouldn't be. IWM should crank today. And you can see Tesla coming right out the gate, and it's just blasting off. It's at 972.76. You can see where we are right now. We're going to encounter at 980 some sellers, but that sell wall is very thin, okay? You still have lots of strength down below at 940 and 950. And the moment we break through, now let's say you just bought this bell right here. You'd buy that bell, that drop in the bell. You're going to briefly sell out at that 980. Take some profit, let the banks work through that grinding through that minor resistance at 980, and then it'll blast off to 1,000 or fail. We'll see right now if that happens. Let me go back and check out you guys. Morning, everybody. Good morning, T. Crone. Joe, good morning. Okay, Tesla 950. Reloaded some Tesla leaps yesterday. Hells yeah. Hell yeah, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hope if you're just joining us right now, this is a Bookmap live stream. This shows you live where the buyers are. This also shows you where the sellers are. And you can see that there are nice large green balls up here at 974. These are consuming the sellers. I'll show you guys right now. We'll take a look and see. We do have slightly more sellers right now at this moment, so you might see a little bit of grind. We've got 180,000 buyers, 338,000 sellers. These are all shorts. Oh, man, these are banks with shorts. I'll tell you exactly who this is. These are banks with shorts, and they own stock. So what they'll do is I'm actively shorting a stock, and I'll actually sell position to create weakness so that my shorts don't get wrecked, right? This isn't just normal like Joe on the street, Jim Bob on the street. This is, this real gangster shit, I guess. Everyone knows it's going to 1,000 today. So hold on one second. I want to take one more look at something else here. Guarantee Tesla's hot today. What am I looking at here? Oh, you know what I'm doing right here? I am on the wrong. I have to do this again here. You got more buyers stepping in. If you check the bottom right hand side of my screen on CVD buyers and CVD sellers, you've got a lot of buyers stepping up right now. It was much lower. It was at like 2 or 170. So you're seeing some interest in Tesla at the open this morning. Give me just a second here. I'm going to set some stuff up. And yeah, and the delay right now is not so bad. Yeah, delay is only like 30 seconds, maybe a minute at most. So you guys are getting close to a pretty live feed. And I'll do some market commentary for you here in just a moment. I just got to set up some charts and open up my brokerage to look at if anything's bleeding or not. Got nice volume today on Tesla. Where is my account? Come on now. Got some Tesla gang coming in here. They're probably going to be logging in here to check this out in just a minute. Maybe we'll get some Tesla Q-types in here too this morning so they can see where to sell, right? You know that's how, you know some Tesla Q will jump in this morning. Looks like I got a lot of Tesla gang wanting to join the stream this morning. If you're Tesla gang, welcome. If you're Tesla Q, you're welcome. Welcome to you this morning too. Got nothing bad to say, any of you guys. I don't mind Tesla Q if they're reasonable, logical. Same goes for Tesla gang. You know, just rational, logical investors, traders. I like them all. All right, let's take a look here. But I like people when they I like hold on a second, let me take a look at this portfolio. That's pretty good, doing better. We're getting a bid in the market. I can tell in my calls. So I've owned some calls since that rock bottom, and it shows in the premium that the market has a bid. The market's looking good. Sometimes you can see the market still go down, and your calls will be green when we're switching. Yeah, I'm making money. Right on, right on. I like it. Yeah, we're so you guys know, right? This, when you're looking at this right now, right? We're at 978 right now. We are just grinding through sellers right now. You guys can see this, right? There's a minor resistance, and we're gonna move our way up to 1,000, 100%, or at least right now, unless we see a sea of liquidity buyers disappear here. If you see a big swoop down, and I wanted to point you out to a couple other things. You'll see this nice thin blue line down here. This nice thin blue line down here. These are where you call this smart money down here, and they swooped up this morning right off the bell. You saw them as we dipped down in the past here. Let me see if I can show you some of this. You could see that earlier they swooped in. You can see these bars have disappeared now, but earlier you saw right at that 950 mark, they swooped right in. We have interest. We have buyers right now interested in joining in and trading Tesla today. You can see that we have a little bit higher concentration right now of some sellers coming in at the 980 mark. But right here, this is what you're looking for. You want to know where the top is on Tesla for today, and right now it's at $1,000, not at 980. The more people that know that, when you start showing more people that we can go up to 1,000, they'll start to trade with more confidence. And you'll actually see these blue lines down here are starting to grow stronger and stronger as the morning wears on. Spy getting in gear now. Yeah, you should be seeing that. No, I don't mind Tesla Q. You know what it is? I don't mind Tesla Q if they're constructive. And the same thing goes for Tesla gang. You know, I don't want to be buying Tesla when it's at an absolute top for the next month or so. And I don't like pushing people to do that either. I like to push people to buy Tesla when it's low, and own it for that time frame when it's a good price for being low. But you know, like Kathy Wood, she takes profit. Tesla investors take profit. The good ones buy low. They take some profit off the table when it goes to stupid highs, because that is Tesla sometimes. Sometimes Tesla goes too high too fast, in my view. I know that not all of you believe that. Some of you believe you'll buy every level. I get that, and that's partially why we're going up this morning. We've looked at Tesla this whole past week, and no matter what, there are always buyers on Tesla. right down at that 900, 890 mark. You just saw people lined up. People love it. People love the stock. Spot Gamma also put out a video. I was talking to some guys in a Spot Gamma Discord, and they were asking me about it the other day. And then yesterday, what's his name? Is not Sem? It's pronounced differently. It's like Cham or something, or Chem. And he made a short video talking about the Christmas rally, and it wouldn't be complete having some sort of Christmas rally without seeing Tesla pull something out of its hat. You know, you've got Elon saying he wrapped up his selling, the news point, and then you just have it be in the holidays. Some people want to see their favorite stocks move up, and they're willing to enter the fray. So I think that was the implication behind the Spot Gamma video. Did you guys all watch that Spot Gamma video? That came out yesterday and today or something. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Brad. Good morning, Henry. Thank you for the heads up there, Henry, on 7,000 open interest at 1,000 calls for Tesla. Yeah, you start seeing, we didn't have that before. You start seeing 1 day, 3 days, 0 days, start seeing like weeklies on Tesla to 1,000 and above. If you were to buy weeklies at like 1 or 1,100, 1050, start seeing interest there, you're going to start seeing us cranking much higher. And, you know, the traders come out for this stuff. The traders come out for this stuff. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Got 108 of you out there watching right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to talk about Tesla here, and then we're going to also, if you guys want to shout out at some point what you think is going to go boom today. If you think there are any tickers out there that have a low hedge wall that I want you guys to realize that right now, coming into end of year, you've got a lot of individual stock hedge walls coming off. And I've got some software I'm going to do some screenshots on later. After this live stream ends, I'm going to be posting some individual tickers that have major hedging rolling off between now and mid-January. Talking, an example would be tickers like PayPal, tickers like Snap. Some of them, there's a list of them that have major head walls rolling off, and that would infer in the gamma, if there's call structure back there that is farther out, that they will swing higher. Once that gamma comes off, there'll be a reaction, almost like a squeeze, right? A gamma squeeze. And so if you guys are seeing that happening in individual tickers this morning, we can take a look at some of those tickers on Bookmap as we move forward. Fidelity has an outage. Good morning. Good morning, Mihai. Good morning. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Hutch. Good morning, Bloodstock. Good morning, Eric. I think most of you guys said hello. Good morning, too. Good morning, Henry. Thanks for that tip, Henry. So we'll show some of those tickers. I did some research on a bunch of tickers last night. I'm going to post a bunch of these tickers for you today in the handle. These are tickers that have stupid hedging that was put on them for November and December. Not just index hedging, but just straight on specific tickers. And there's been none of that hedging replaced on those tickers. And the moment that stuff rolls off, it should get real nasty in a good way. Earnings gap up and then gap down right now. Likely Nvidia chart wise. Prague. Yeah, if you guys want to post, or you guys type inside the chat box what tickers you want to see me hit here in a little bit, and we will take a look. And you can see the volume increasing on Tesla right now. I will make this smaller. We'll wait for the volume to swoop up. So you're going to be looking for, if you want to enter Tesla this morning and you haven't entered at this point, you're going to be looking in the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and you're going to look for a switch from more sellers to more buyers. As soon as the buyers start to consume the sellers, you're going to start to see this grind end and then move up to that next level of 1,000. And one other thing for you all to know, if you were to beat the 1,000 sellers today, that's clear skies above. So if you saw a whale come in today at some point, if you start seeing major calls being made above 1,000, like 1,100 calls. There's a fair potential of us squeezing Tesla at some point. This is a major wall, though. You got to understand that if you're looking at that wedge that's formed on Tesla, this is where that wall is at 1,000. If you just if you normally chart a Tesla with traditional charting methods, that's why you see that big line at 1,000. Yeah, Nvidia, I'll do them for you. Qs are green, they should be. If any of you guys haven't checked, jump inside my video and towards like I think I want to say like 2/3 of the way in, I go through where the gamma levels are on the indexes from last night, my video from last night, and you can see how tradable NDX was off that bounce today, Nasdaq, and then you'll also see how tradable IWM is. SPY should calm down a little bit. It'll still go up into end of year, but it should calm a little bit. But if you want to trade an index that's probably going to make some big moves, it's probably IWM, probably Nasdaq because of that bounce this morning. Good morning, Michael. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll take a peek at Nvidia right now. I will add that stream real quick. Oh, wait a minute here. We'll let that boot up here for a moment, and then we'll switch over to the Nvidia, or then the Nvidia stream. We'll bounce back and forth. Good morning. I'm having a cup of coffee. Hope you all have coffee in front of you. AI, Oracle. Yeah, Oracle's hot. I like the Oracle trade. I meant to post an Oracle trade on Sunday. Oracle's a super hot stock. T is a great stock right now. INTC is a great stock right now. Yeah, I'll check the hedge wall on Amazon. Amazon had a sweet buy-in earlier this week. They slapped right down. What is this? Hold on. They slapped right down on that yearly trend on Amazon. The pick for 2022 is 4. Look into this bad boy. Yep. All right, I'll look into 4 without a doubt. Let me write that one down. I'll do a deep dive on 4 if you want me to, and I'll post a video on it. I will look at the 4 ticker. Thanks for the heads up on that one. Yeah, you've got some, so I want you to check this out right here, okay? You see this nice red bar right here, and we're eating through those buyers, and you're seeing more buyers start to step in at 990. This isn't bad for the market, but you're going to see a dip, and you'll see more aggressive sellers. These are angry sellers up here. Always fun to watch Tesla. And you're also watching a lot more interest. See how this blue line here starts to become more of a white? This will turn yellow at some point, and you're going to see more aggressive buyers stepping in as well. And they are stepping in at 940. So here's my deal for you, right? And yeah, you see this. They're just eating into these buyers. If you want to trade Tesla safely today and with less risk, you're looking for a bounce at 940. I don't think you're getting that bounce this morning at 940 though. You can see the buyers stepping up above. You can see that these blue lines right here, when you're leaving behind blue lines like this, this is showing that buyers are getting aggressive where we are. And you can see we're almost at a 50-50 here on call our buyers versus sellers. And if you see the buyers or the sellers be consumed at any moment here, you'll see a nice push up. All right, let's take a look at Nvidia. We'll switch over just briefly. Make sure you mark this down, okay? You can see at Nvidia, all the buyers at 270, and the wall right now is at 300, 305, and 310. So if you want to get into Nvidia today, set an alert on your, you guys can right-click on any charting software out there and set an alert to your email and just say, this is how you do this with like 300 tickers, and these tickers will come to you. So you just come to one of your favorite Fangman tickers, plug in 270 for today on a lot. You just snap a line at 270. I'd make it like 275 to just give you some advance warning. because you'll see some buyers down here at 275. You can even set one at 280, 275, 270, have them all pop off. And if you hit your price at 270, you know you can take it long to 300. Does that make sense for you guys out there? That's how you day trade these tickers. Set up the tickers you like, get the price that you want, do enough of them, and you will you'll find one that's right in your buy zone, right where you want it to be. So I did Nvidia. All right, let me take a look here. Misfit, you guys want Misfit done? And you should always be trading like that, even though, like, I love Tesla. I love trading Tesla. You want to, yeah, you see, the buyers are going crazy right now in Tesla. Absolute crazy. You guys want to be like, you guys want to be setting these alerts on your charting software, so you'll always find one that is where you want to be a buyer in it, right? Even if it's just day trading. If you know where the smart money is, and you trade with the smart money is always the banks, always hedge funds. They know where they want to be and they know where they want to take it to. You get a massive call wall at 345 on Misfit, and you don't have sell. You've got clear skies. You're grinding through some sellers right now. This actually might be a good play for some of you out there. You've got, looks like you had lots of buyers down at 315, and you're eating through a wall at a very small resistance at 330, and you basically have clear skies to 340. That's a nice trade. Whoever called that out, that's a real nice trade. I like that trade. And you can always pause this video, go back, and this live stream, you can pause it, go back, look at Misfit specifically, and then refresh the page, and it'll take you back to us being live. We're going to do IWM next. It's going to take a moment for it to load. We'll jump right back to Tesla here in just a moment. It's probably a little big. Probably don't need to be that crazy on give IWM just a second here. And I want you to see what this interpretation would be right here. We're not heading down right now on IWM. We are just grinding, killing sellers right now. We know that we're good to 230. You can see it right above here. This is a larger time frame, so you guys can see. You can see that the smart money is down at 206 on IWM, but you can also see here. Let's firm this up. And you can see a nice sea of sellers and a nice big sea of buyers down below. Lots of buyers at 216, 217. And IWM is just waiting to blow up. You can see that the buyers are overwhelming the sellers on IWM. This is a ticker for you to grab I already have them, but I'll full disclosure, I bought a bunch of single IWM calls heading into the new year. And then I also have some spreads in IWM. You can watch the bottom right-hand side that eventually, sooner than later, it's gonna blast off. You'll see a nice fat squeeze on IWM. It should blast to 230. It has the most potential of all three indexes right now to trade much, much higher. Much, much, much higher. If you check that video out from last night, you can actually see my point behind the potential in IWM. And I only trade IWM on weeklies, monthlies, 1 to 3 month out trades anyways, if I'm going long or short. And if you look back on Tesla here on the left and right hand side, You see that the buyers are starting to consume the sellers. Sooner, we're almost there. Just a little bit of time. If you guys haven't entered a trade now and you want to wait for that moment, you'll be looking forward on my bottom right hand of my screen when that moment when the buyers consume the sellers. And you can enter a trade at that point. VIX at 20. Yeah, you know what? I really want to see the VIX. I'll take a look at the VIX right now. I really want to see the VIX. I'd like to see this week a slow grind up. Let's say we get SPY to 470. If we get the VIX, or if we can get a slow grind up between now, not Friday but Thursday, to hit the targets that we're looking for this week, and maybe a sell off into the weekend, and some kind of a VIX up to, if I get VIX at 30 for like half the day on Thursday, that'd be rad, because that would be the tipping of the card saying that we are going to 480 on the SPY for the first couple weeks of January. Let me look at this real quick here. You know where the buy areas are on the SPY this morning if you checked out my video from last night. Well, the video lays it all out. It's pretty basic. It's not really that hard to be tracking. So let me take a look at this. Yep, the IWM is still in a grind right now, which sucks. I want to see the IWM I want to see it rip like today. I don't want it next week. I want it like right now, that just huge climb that it's going to do. Yep. Tesla's moving up, dude. Tesla breaks through this wall at 985. It's going to 1,000. If you start grinding through that 1,000 wall, there's clear skies above. I'll tell you what, if you grind through 1,000 on Tesla, there is that number of people with interest. There is nothing stop. You guys want to see how high up the clear skies are on Tesla? It'll be a rocket ship. Straight rocket ship. I don't know if I can get this to see if I can show you guys. It's basically just clear skies on Tesla above 1,000. You'll start to set some squeezage, and not only would you squeeze the shorts, like the short squeezes are good, but they're not anywhere near as good as a good short squeeze with the overloading of calls, especially short dated ones. You get some monster. Yeah, you would blast out. You'd probably blast off to 1,100. Probably see an extra 100 points in the board. There's a lot of potential here for Tesla to squeeze much higher for the holidays, right? Get some nice fat profits. You do want to be aware of this 990 right here. This is new. This 990 is of some concern, but you see the buyers in here. Dude, you're getting buyers at, you got volume of 11,525 at 985. Tesla's got some great bulls. I always love Tesla bulls. They no fear ever. And I love that. I love that Tesla always has buyers. It's a good place to leave it for right now, between 960 and 1,000. Always love Tesla bulls. And we saw some, you know, it's weird. So if you guys check out TLT, we had some TLT puts come in yesterday, and we're up on TLT this morning. So I don't know what, I haven't checked. I have to check the actual raw flow on TLT, but there was some interest in dumping, and I can see why. They're looking for a continuation of a, yeah, let's look at this. I'm going to have to watch TLT today, because if TLT is able to go down, if we see more put flow in TLT, it would be an explosive move. Yeah, it does look like VIX is hitting. Just a heads up, someone mentioned this. I don't know who it was. You guys got to be aware right now. Who mentioned VIX? Henry is pointing out something you guys should be aware of at the moment. I'm on the 5-minute on the VIX, but I'm going to move to the 2-minute. And we're coming into like a localized bottom right here at 20. Matter of fact, I have it charted out at 2016. Be conscious of this level at 2016 in the VIX. This has been in the past a point of, yeah, we start seeing like some resistance usually. I'm looking at the 3-month right now. When we start bouncing around here at 20, we could trade sideways from here and dip down below to 14, or we reject off it and we go much higher. So maybe on a short-term basis, just be cautious as we come into this 20. But this, I mean, if you look back in September and early October, the VIX dips down here. There's a nice little movement down. But that's a good point, Henry. Good eyes, my brother. It's right where I've got some basing for the VIX is on 2016 is where I've got it. We look like we're basing at 20.21, not 20.2016. I have this chart that I'm looking at is not my normal charting. It's on another computer. Good eyes. Good eyes, Henry. Henry Abantos is saying that there's Tesla 990, not 1,000 call sweeps. I'm going to look at my flow and see what's going on with flow this morning. We update you guys on live stream what's happening with the flow this morning. Where's the real money going? Let's take a look and see. See where everyone's spending their, instead of buying presents for people, they're, oh yeah, we got Tesla calls coming in like crazy. It's surprising too. I think Morgan Stanley was talking about selling profit out of PFE, out of Pfizer, and I see lots of PFE calls. So I want to know why. Is Pfizer dumping? Yeah, it's dumping a little bit. That could be Pfizer could be a good short for you guys. You've got big banks telling people to sell Pfizer. It's probably part of a sell program from them. It's terrible. Terrible that banks do this stuff. There's a lot of PFE call flow, but it's dangerous. It is dangerous, unless the banks are making that up. Okay, so for bullish flow this morning, number one bullish flow is Tesla, 1223 990s, 1223 1000s, 1231 1050s, 1231 1005s, and 1000s. Big money, $1.5 million on a 1231 1005. That's a big bet. That's a real big bet. And that's the number one flow right now in the market is going into Tesla. So yeah, I'd be a buyer down at 960, 940. I'm going to jump in on some calls myself. Nvidia is the next one with the most flow at $1.7 million. It looks like it's focused on 1223 300s right in the money and 1231 300s too. So centered around 292.5, 280, mostly on 300s. TSM with a great bid this morning. TSM has a nice concentration on 121, January 21st for $117 and $127. I'm assuming that's a call spread. And well, it's not because it's not matching up for the numbers. And then a strike of 118 for the 23rd. ABT with a very unusual option. ABT, 1231, 130 strike. Amazon's got a great bid this morning. They're looking at 3,400 and 3,450 calls. Some decent bid there. Apple, of course, right out the bell. Pins this morning has a bid. I don't know if you guys are in pins this morning. 38s and 40s for the 23rd of December and the 21st and 7th of January. I want to look at pins real quick and see why that one has so much interest. Oh, yeah. Dude, Pins is looking great this morning. I think I brought Pins up before the bell. Talked about Pins. Pins is gorgeous. You guys should open up some software. And they just got a huge bank dark pool buy. 4,700,000. 4.7 million buy right on the bell on Pins. And I'll go over the flow for that one real quick. It's 12/23/38C and 12/31/40C and January 7th 40C. If you buy calls like this, date them slightly farther out, okay? So if you're buying like a 38 call, buy it for a week or two later. If you're buying a 40 call, buy it for a month later, a week later, in case you see some dealer hedging. And what they'll try to do is kill that call, and then they'll spring it up later because there's so much interest. Next most popular ticker this morning, SPY, 12/22 463s, 12/22 465s, and 12/22 464s. Everyone's playing the 0-day call game this morning on the SPY. UAL with a small bid. They've got December 31st and January 7th at 45C. I'd take that a little bit deeper into like late January for UAL. They seem to be popping off, but not as much as they once were. MT, ticker MT, January 19th, 50 strike for $200,000. That's pretty good. OLPX, 25 strike, February 18th for $167,000. They seem to know something that we don't know. Some other popular tickers this morning are going to be LC, CODX, Scumbag, JP Morgan. Oh man, JPM's going to pay themselves for the end of the holidays. Some window dressing. UBS, Open, Dogs, DOGZ is Dogs. XPEV, QCOM, Snap's getting a bid this morning, small bid. FCell, C is getting a bid. Skills, Okta's still in there. I posted something on Monday with Okta was like one of the number one stocks to squeeze. I think it was Sunday night I posted it. A list of 62 stocks from the regular handle. And of course the number one stock right at the bell on Monday just started ripping and hasn't stopped. Or it hadn't stopped as of yesterday. I haven't looked at it. Got a bid on Palantir this morning. That's 22.5 strike for January 21st. Palantir's got some, just a heads up to you Palantir guys out there. I did a post for them on the Captain's Alpha. They have a huge heads rolling off in February. Or I think it's the January 21 strike, but the late February strike should go to the moon because of the hedge wall, because of the way the gamma is set up on Palantir with the hedging. It should roll off in late January, and then through February just start ripping. Roblox got a bid this morning. All right. Let's check and see what's going on. Got some more Apple SPY calls coming in. There's some Facebook puts coming in. Some PFE puts coming in. Not a lot, but a little bit of PFE. I'd be cautious of PFE this morning. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with Morgan Stanley. At least do some due diligence on Morgan Stanley. JD's got a big call on it. So JD 3/18/22 for $861,000. But remember, the Chinese investors will just piss money away on Chinese stocks and ETFs. They don't care if they lose their money. They just piss money away. What else do we have here? Blue, BLUE, January 21st, $25,000. That's very unusual for Blue. They don't get that kind of money rolling into it. Yeah, Tesla calls just keep pouring in. What else am I looking at here? TSM, it's another good one. When you start seeing bids like this in January, it lends itself to the market calming down and going up as we head forward. So we got TSM 118 calls for January 21st. Find what the trend is. If the trend, let me talk about TSM real quick. So if you guys look up TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, see it's got a nice gorgeous green bar right here. It looks like it's reversing course. You can see that it's been correcting for some time now. Yeah, oh, that's nice. TSM's got a great bull flag on it. Actually, TSM's a great play. And just wait for it to cool off a little bit. Don't be, whenever I call these tickers out, you don't want to be buying calls right on the giant green bar. You want to be waiting. So if we're reversing trend here, you want to just give it a minute to cool off and then grab some calls on TSM. TSM looks real good. TSM might just actually squeeze all day long today. That wouldn't surprise me. You could probably just jump in TSM. I'm going to have to trade that here in just a little bit, actually. I'm going to put a buy-in order on TSM. Let me go back and see what they're doing. Yeah, we got TSM 121, 118 Cs, and TSM 121, 130 Cs. We got a nice little run right now. TSM, man, check that ticker out right now. It's like straight green bars. Maybe there's some news about... Yeah, TSM is going bonkers right now. Yeah, I thought I got to Oracle. I'll look at it right now. So I thought I either posted about Oracle or I meant to and didn't. Oracle was on my radar. Or a CL, right? Why is this not typing here? Yeah, it's one of my biggest flaws too on... It's one of my biggest flaws too on tickers. Like when I see green bars, sometimes I'll just jump in and then get out in 15 seconds. I'm just in it and then I'm out of it because you know it's coming back down. You know without a doubt it's coming back down, even if it's just for a breather. But you want to catch that light in a bottle for a minute or two too. So I get it. I do the same thing. So this is a good buy-in for Oracle. Got some sellers above at 91. No, maybe not. I might have spoke too soon. Be careful with Oracle, okay? I see what your point is, though. You want to be buying. You're trying to buy it. Yeah, it's actually a good buy. Anything between $85 and $90 should be a good buy. You don't have a ton of sellers. You got some grinding going on in Oracle this morning, and it looks like your first big resistance is at 110. Good shout out in Oracle. Right on. I like that Oracle play. Put a little bit of time on it. Do an Oracle spread would be bad too. Find out when the puts are coming off Oracle. I like the idea of the Oracle trade. Why is 960 turning yellow? Let's take a look back at Tesla. Okay, so what are we looking for here, okay, in Tesla? Or when you're watching this chart with me, I don't have any indicators up right now. I can turn some on, but what I want you guys to see is this, all right? Is that when you see these yellow lines down here, this is where smart money is. You won't be able to take every single trade out there. So what you're trying to do is build yourself a list of 100 to 300 tickers, right? On your own charting software, you set alerts where the smart money is. And if you can be like a sociopath, you trade the ticker at the price that the banks are trading it at. So you know you've got buyers down below here at 960, right? You know you've got some buyers up here at 970, some more up here at 975. But right here, you've got some resistance. This is minor resistance at 985. You've got some more resistance at 990, and then big resistance up here at 1,000. What you'll find is that sellers will swoop down. You can see them on the right here. They'll swoop down and try to get out of their positions. You know, like, you ever know when you can relate this to is if you ever buy a top on a stock and you hold and you hold and you hold, and then you don't know if it's quite ever coming back again, but you see it come up and close to where you're stuck or you're trapped once, twice, 3 times, and you're looking for that capitulation moment as a buyer from those last people that are holding. on any ticker to finally capitulate and sell. And when you see that capitulation, you'll break through these big walls up here at 1,000. And that's what you're seeing right now, is some capitulation by sellers that are trapped. And you want to see that capitulation. When you see that capitulation, that wall or that river of sellers coming down, it shows that you have room to move much, much higher. So how do you day trade Tesla? If you weren't already in Tesla, you're going to set an alert down here at 975, 970, see what the reaction is, and see if this river comes up to match at 970. If they stay down here and don't come up, you're going to set your buy for day trade today or tomorrow at 960, unless we see this river move up higher. So that's what you want to be seeing, is this river come up and start to build itself into this 970, 975. And it is. You'll see this buy is turning much, much more white. That's buyers down here moving up over here to try to grab a bid. And I'll show you this here. You see now that we have buyers are in control of Tesla, bottom right-hand side. See, the buyers are in charge here. So buyers are taking over in Tesla right now. And you remember at the open, the sellers were in charge. TSM's going through to the moon right now. TSM's in straight up. Straight up right now. See, this is where I get in trouble. Get in trouble to trade tickers like TSM. TSM's a straight moonshot. Probably going to be looking right here on TSM at 119. I'll bring up the TSM chart for you so you guys can see what's going on with TSM. There might be some resistance here with trapped sellers. TSM is going to be a fun feed to watch. When you watch feeds like this on a squeeze day, you can actually see what I'm talking about. Yep, and that's to be expected. So see how you see nothing down below here? It's because all the buyers, you see more, there are slightly more buyers than sellers in TSM, but you'll see that there's this sea of black down here, right? Dark blue. That's because all your buyers are right here. These buyers are just pushing on TSM. This is where all your buyers are at this yellow line down here. You'll see there's light resistance at 119.50. There's a little bit more, or not as much at 1980, but if you break through this 120 here, there's just blue skies above. Blue skies above to 121. And just so you know, just as a heads up, your major resistance on TSM is 125. You'll start to find heavy volatility at 124. Your call wall is probably at 129, 130, somewhere in there. And then you'll see where the smart money is down below here. Smart money is at 110. So if you're a conservative trader, you're going to be setting an alert at 110 today. Hopefully you get a swing down. You'll start to find buyers at 113, 114. And the real buy is probably at 110. And the roof right now is at 125 on TSM, which makes sense. You can actually compare this to a regular candlestick chart. Take a snapshot of this: 110, 113, 119, 124 to 125, and then 130 above. Snap those lines. Set yourself some alerts. Move on to the next ticker. Let me take a look at what you guys are talking about. Keep buying Tesla and can't sell. Only hold. Yeah, this is just a heads up on Tesla. This is just a heads up on VIX is diving, Mateus. Right on. Good to hear you say that. Haven't been able to check. Thank you for the update, Henry, on the Tesla calls. Y'all gotta realize that I'm telling you, it's Hanukkah, it's Christmas, it's Kwanzaa, it's pagan holiday season. You're gonna see some interest. People wanna have some fun over the holidays. You know that there's people sitting around their holiday families, chatting with family members, saying, "Have you bought a Tesla yet?" You know this goes on around this time of year. You get that feeling. You had a good year with Tesla. It was a great year for Tesla. I mean, you guys all know. Some of you guys that are here right now remember this summer in May, start of summer, when I started doing the crazy chalkboard drawings with my hair in a mess, and I'm like, "It's turning around. We're gonna have a huge summer Tesla summer here." Please, I think there's at least 4 or 5 of you that uh, we even had private conversations with a private feed on TradingView, and I'm trying to sound like a crazy person, and you guys trusted me. I didn't talk to the public about it, and sure enough, Tesla went from some stupid low number, 560 or something, to 1200. I got out before that, but it was a little bit too much, a little bit too rich at that point for me. But you'll see that happen right now. People had a good year with Tesla, and they want to see Tesla crank for the holidays. Yeah, you want to see the options flow get up to like 1100. You want to see people pounding like 1200. You want to see the day traders step in because day traders don't care. Like, so I'm a day trader. When I trade Tesla, like right now where we're currently at, I'm not buying anything unless it's or I want to be buying 1100s, 1200s, stuff that's not going to expire in the money, but stuff that'll print, 300, 400, 500%, 1000%, stuff like that. You guys shouldn't take that financial advice ever when I talk about that stuff. Yeah, scalper's paradise on Tesla calls, definitely. I think every day someone comes in and tells me that SPY is getting bearish on the RSI. I've no offense to you, no offense to you either, Paul. Yeah, no, that's not. I can see how you're interpreting this as bearish. But you guys have my charts, right? You know where the buy is. I told you where the buy was. It said, but the buy is at in last night's video, right? Buy is at 460, 461 is a gift. I think that's what I quote. I quote myself from last night. 460 to 461 is a gift. And where did I say it was going? I said you're going to not encounter volatility until 465, 466. Told you that once you break through that volatility, it's going to make an attempt at 470. So no, I don't see anything bearish here on SPY at all. Nothing. You guys should watch my videos. Like, take the half an hour, watch my videos closely. We're in positive gamma on SPY. Especially if you're bearish and if you're even just trying to be bearish right now, you're looking for a rejection between 465 and 466. And even then, right now we can bring SPY up and see what's going to happen right here. You're going to see, if we don't ricochet off 465, 466, then you know that you're being absorbed as a seller. You know that the liquidity is coming in to push us up higher. Even if we rest above 466 to consolidate, to move to 470. And so we'll look at the SPY real quick, especially for reaching out and saying that's looking bearish, Paul, because I like your interaction. I like that you say what you're thinking, especially if it's not crazy. And that's not a crazy thought that it's bearish, because it can't. That's a typical bearish setup where it is right now. And yeah, so this is proving the point here. So we're coming into 465, right? So we've got slightly less buyers than sellers on SPY right now. Your level, if you're looking as a bear to take a quick short, you're looking for 4680 as the first rejection point. But if the buyers step in here, this is for all of you out there so you guys can see what's going on. Oh, wow. So the sellers have moved down. Heads up to all of you. So big walls come in on the SPY at 465. Good eyes, Paul. I'm glad I followed up on you. I always want to listen to some of you bears out there to keep you guys in mind, because I don't want to be making an assumption here. Let's look on a bigger time frame here. So you've got bears that are doubling down here. Bears are doubling down. This is a good warning for you out there. I want you guys to realize something. If we break through 465, oh, you've got a little bit of sell. So you've got a small wall at 470. You've got bears doubling down right now. It's funny to see. So the wall has come down from 470 to 465. What's interesting about this is you've got more buyers than sellers here. With this wall coming down, or these bears coming down to this 465 level, if you guys are watching right now, you see the buyers stepping in on SPY. You see we have more buyers than sellers. There's a fair chance that SPY is going to rip to 470 today, and possibly 480 in the next day. This is good. We might get real high numbers today. This is wild. I wasn't even paying attention. So bears have stepped up their game. The walls were at 470 and at 470 as of yesterday, and this morning it looks like the walls come down on SPY. It's becoming very squeezable right now. The SPY is, and you've got more buyers stepping in the SPY this morning. I've got a ton of SPY calls. This makes me feel good, to be honest. But yeah, if you're bearish, if you are listening to this feed right now and you have the bearish thesis that we're going to correct at this point, which I don't believe we should have corrected. We should have corrected yesterday under 460. If you wanted to see that corrective action continue, it should have taken place yesterday at before 1 p.m. It should have taken place, and so the inference is that we're going up. So I'm assuming that people are doubling down to protect their profits here at 465, because yesterday we had light resistance between 465 466, and we had way more resistance up at 470. So you can see that some people are consolidating their bear thesis at 460, 490, and 465, which is interesting. I find this very interesting because if you break through 465 here, you had clear skies to 470, but not 478. If you break through this wall at 465, you would have nothing stopping you to 478, 480. It would just go straight up. So this is an interesting development into today. Good job, Paul, bringing that up. Always call me out, Paul, when you see something out there. What's the next level we're seeing on SPY cap? Yeah, so yesterday you had levels at 465. Oh, so you had a light level yesterday at 465, 466. Your major level was at 470. And then it was clear skies to 478. But this morning, it looks like bears are doubling down right at 465. So let's look at, go back to Tesla feed. I'm going to have to sign off here eventually. I need to. You're seeing more sellers stepping in on Tesla at 990. Some capitulation. Again, you know, if you guys don't want to grind your calls out on Tesla, always take some profit and then just set some alerts. Set them at 975, 970, 960. If any of you guys panic in this zone here, you see this nice thin red line right here. This is eating callers or sellers, so they're starting to come down lower and lower. And yeah, your big wall is at 1,000. Thanks for the update, Hutch, on Oracle. Yeah, Blood Stunt. I'm sitting on a bunch of calls on SPY heading into the end of the month, the 31st. or the 29th, I think, on some of them. Then I got a bunch of spreads into January 5th. And then I've got some IWM stuff rocking too. Everything's looking very, very squeezy. More than normal. More than normal. You know the big guys know this. You know the big banks know this. You know the banks are going to try to set each other up. This will be interesting on the SPY. I have to keep the SPY up now because I know when this happens. You're either gonna grind here in the SPY, just keep grinding and grinding. You guys know that the buyers are here. I hope you all know that the buyers are here. And this just looks like minor resistance. If we break through, just heads up to all of you out there, if we break through 465, 466 at any point, there are clear skies to 480. Keep that in mind. That is how many points? That's stupid, right? It's like 200 points. And there's no resistance up there at 480 either. So sky's the limit, I guess. And I wasn't expecting this. I'm expecting 480 like January. So I don't know what quite is going on here at the moment. Maybe you guys can chime in what you think. 200 of mine expire today. Yeah, Tesla high of day. Yeah, the buyers are there on Tesla right now. You can see, if you look closely here, right? Look down here on the right. You have 847,000 buyers. 850,000 buyers and only 812,000 sellers. They are being absorbed right now. There's capitulation going on, and you're eventually going to see 1,000 for what's in front of us at this moment. You're going to see 1,000 probably today for what's being presented to us. Bloodstunt, what do you have expiring today? Is it all SPY stuff? Yeah, IWM wants a big time breakout. Big time. The potential squeeze on IWM is huge. I mean, IWM moving up to 230 would be a printing machine. Yeah, so the JPM collar came off, I think, on the 17th. And then the new collar was put on afterwards for this next quarter. And I think the first collar lost some money. And then this collar is much higher. The last collar was low. The last collar is part of what took us down in November and December. You guys, when I talk to you guys about volatility dropping off, it's because of these collars. We wind up, not always, but typically what you'll see is depending upon the width of the collar, you'll end up seeing like low volatility for the beginning of a quarter. First, usually, not always. There's lots of other factors, but generally speaking, right, you'll see low volatility first month and a half, 2 months, then that last month of the quarter. That's when you see some big volatility come into the market because they're trying to print the downside of their collar. I have IWM. Some safe, or in my view, not financial advice, some safe IWM calls are like mid-January, late January, in the money, and call spreads, and you're looking for 230. If you do like an in the money to 230 expiring in late January, February, mid-January is a little bit more risky, early January is a little bit risky, but it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see. We'll get this on a little bit closer. Yep. Just a heads up. Buyers are winning right now in Tesla. If you don't know this, buyers are winning. This is the only truth to me. Is this feed right here? This is the feed that all the hedge funds use. Not all of them, but a lot of them use to trade. And you can see real-time order flow and have it put into a painting showing you what's going on. And we should see 1,000 as of right now. As of what's in front of us, and I'd be a buyer at 940, 970, 975. And that's where all the buyers were or are right now. Smart money's at 940. Hey, Eutrope. Okay, so some of you guys are just joining. Let's talk about Bookmap. This is a live order flow. This is one of the professional traders use this software with the live data feeds for Cash Market and Globex. And when you hear people talk about this isn't so much positive gamma, it has more to do with the order flow. You tie this in with volatility levels so that you can form a support and resistance levels on a day-to-day basis for whatever you're trading. So if I'm trading Tesla today, and I just came out, let's say I woke up right just now, I was out drinking last night, everyone's talking about Tesla today, right? And I do all my due diligence. So I'm looking where liquidity is on Tesla right now for where do I want to join into the fray as a trader. So let's see where all the money is. Let's see where the smart money is on Tesla. We know from earlier, because we've been here all morning since 9:30, that the banks are in at 9:40. So you start wondering to yourself, when are they going to take profit? Looks like they're trying to tag 1,000 for profit. I'm also looking for, do we have more buyers than sellers? And then I'm going to look for some support and resistance levels, and I'm going to set some alerts on a ticker. Tesla, I can do it for any stock out there, right? Maybe I make a list for day trading for the day, and when the cash market opens and I got 20 tickers, I'll set an alert for Tesla today at 950, 940, 970. Although these sellers are being consumed right now, you can see it. We're about to move up, guys. I want you guys to know that Tesla's just about ready to move up. We're getting close. We're getting close for a big move here. I need to open that chart right now. Then you're looking for where the resistance is above, right? You're starting to see some more sellers above at 1020. This means they're getting scared. Sellers are getting scared. And we just wrecked a whole bunch of sellers on Tesla. So what happens? I end up knowing that before other people, right? So I know right now, I can tell you right now, before it's even out there, that the wall at 989 is gone. And you're more than likely going to see a push up to 1,000 here. Okay? Now let's see if that proves itself or not. You can see strong buyers down below. Let me bring this down so you can see. You're going to see a push here. You ready to see this? So you got huge buyers stepping in at 970, huge buyers stepping in at 950. There is clear skies to 1,000 right now, and you can see that heavy buyers are stepping in. We have 909,000 buyers to 853,000, and we've got clear skies to 1,000. So here you guys go. Here's your rocket ship. Make sure you're tuning in live every day out there, you crazies. Tune in every day when I do these things. How you like that? How you like them effing apples out there? How you like them apples? Sorry. I like them apples, Tesla gang. Rip it. Rip it up to 1,000. This is hilarious. Moon, baby. Show me some rocket ships. Thanks, Dad. You're welcome, son. Yeah, cool. Now look at SPY. I just looked at SPY. You guys are all, I gotta let these Tesla freaks. You gotta let these Tesla freaks see what's going on. Yeah, you guys just broke through resistance on Tesla. You guys get clearish skies to 1,000. Clear skies. Good job, Tesla gang. You have light resistance at 995. It means nothing. You're gonna grind straight up to 1,000. Good job, Tesla gang. Remember, right here, right here is. Let's look at this. Just heads up on Tesla, okay? 997, 997.54. You're going to encounter turbulence. This is your captain speaking, flying on Tesla Airlines. Expect some resistance at 997.54. If you break through that wall between 9974 to 1001.25, your next level you're looking at is 1020. Okay? We're going to switch up. Here we go. Here goes Tesla. Here goes Tesla. But I don't believe you, Captain Jim. Okay, we'll add Tesla or add SPY here. We'll take a look at the SPY feed. You got all these spy savages are freaking out right now. And you're watching some capitulation on SPY from the bears. The bears are freaking out right now. This is looking very, very, dude, I'm telling you out there right now, this is looking very, very, so before, right, see these buyers stepping in right here? When you see these buyers stepping in like this at this 465 level, they are just consuming the bears right now. Bears are getting torn up. Does that mean we could dip here? Sure. We're having an inflow of sellers right now at 465 that are somewhat, let's see, we're at 789 to 835. But when you start seeing this red above and this red below right here, this is a major battle zone for bears and bulls. And I want you to be aware right here, normally you would see a ricochet. So if you're a bear, right, you're looking for us to ricochet, like bounce straight off 465. When you start to see sellers being absorbed at a resistance point, it is very bullish, okay? I want you to understand that out there. You use software like this Bookmap so that you can see if there's a ricochet or if the sellers are being absorbed, and that's what's happening right now in SPY. You guys want to pay attention to SPY too at this moment. SPY has the potential to go very, very high today. Very high. SPY could rip to all-time highs today. That is on the table. Hope you guys know that. The way this feed is running right now, you see some more. Now see, when you see goofy stuff like this above like 466, that ain't going to stop the buyers. This right here is now this is your major resistance today. It came down from 470 to 465. You break through this right now, right? There ain't nothing stopping all-time highs today. You can take that to the bank. We'll take one more look at SPY over here. I like to see this nice yellow bar on SPY down here at 950. Buyers are in the market today. You got a lot of retail bulls that are gonna. I'll head back to SPY here in just a moment, okay? We'll get off Tesla. Tesla gang, you know where you buy. You guys know where to buy Tesla, right? You know where to sell Tesla. And actually the wall is moving up on Tesla here. This is cool to see. So you've got hedges, removing hedges now on Tesla. Tesla was at 997, and now the call wall has been moved up on Tesla. It was at 997, now it's moved up to 998 and higher, 999. This is good for Tesla. You're pushing the call wall up on Tesla. You will start to continue to push up if the bid keeps coming in in the market. You know, the smart money's down at 950, 975. It started this morning at 940, and now it's moved up to 975. So you're seeing range expansion. You're seeing complacency by bulls, which is good. And you're actually seeing this wall go higher, which is excellent. So you've got more breathing room right now in Tesla. So you're at 990. You can put another 10 points on the board. You keep tapping this wall up here, and you're going to push this wall higher and higher and higher, because if you don't, it becomes a squeeze. So good job on the bulls on Tesla. Way to be. You guys can move up to 1,000 with a blink of an eye. You guys have clear skies right now in Tesla, just as a heads up. You guys should post that on your own Twitter feeds. You guys have clear skies to 995. And even then, you got really nothing until 1,000. You should see another 10 points here in just a minute. You guys watching this across the market? I'm looking at a bunch of different indexes. IWM getting salty. IWM's looking like it wants to squeeze. You guys watching this stuff? Like, everything's looking like it wants to squeeze right now. And if the bulls win, dude, it's good night. Good night. Let's look at Nasdaq. See what's going on in here. Yeah, look at Nasdaq's just screaming higher. I think it tagged exactly where I said to be a buyer. 15.9, I think I said. Between 15.7 and 15.9, I said I was a buyer on Nasdaq for this morning. We're about to rip, guys. All signs are pointing towards a market rip right now. I mean, it could go the other way. I mean, look at this buyers on Tesla right now. You got 951,000 buy signal, or buy actual live order flow buys versus 890 on Tesla. Let's look at the VIX. Is the VIX dying here? VIX is just getting straight murdered, right? Yep. Okay, so your next support on the VIX is down at 1852. If you can't open a second screener, whatever you're trading today, and you're going to be looking for, might be slightly higher. Let's call it at, I'd look for some resistance. Next stop would be 1898 or so. 1898, 1882, somewhere in there. So you might get a quick push up and then a bounce off the VIX. If the VIX breaks below 19, then I want you to know that it's over for the bears. You start breaking down below 19 here, and you will see all-time highs. You'll see the VIX break down to 15, and that would give you the all-time high scenario happening today. I don't think it happens today. I'm starting to get a little bearish. I'm a bull, but I will start getting bearish. There's a little bit of basing going on the 1 minute right now. You see some basing right now on the 1 minute. Or the 2 minute, there's some there's no basing showing itself right now on the 2 minute, which is my favorite way to watch the VIX, but the 1 minute is revealing some basing. Yeah, we're at 993.52 on spot or on Tesla right now. $993.80, $994 on Tesla. Cranking on Tesla. $995 almost on Tesla. Give it to me. Show me that giant green bar to just break up to 1,000. Show it to me. Show it to me. I want to see it. Dude, look at SPYs. Woohoo! SPYs breaking through. Right on. Dude, this is going to get wild. I just want you all to know that. This is getting wild. Sorry to be screaming. Shouldn't be screaming. Dude, no shovel needed. That's deep enough. We're cranking. Yeah, happy holidays. Happy holidays. So, let's look at something here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, those SPY 470s are at 24 cents. Yesterday they were up at 29 cents. You wait till you see those SPY 1223s if we hit 470 today. Those things will be 50 cents. There's your 1,000% we talked about. Or it'll be like 800%. Something stupid. Look at that crank. Crank it. Crank it. Look at the SPY cranking. Stupid. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the SPY real quick because I know a bunch of you are just. I know you guys are panicking. I know some SPY bulls are panicking and some SPY bears are panicking right now. I know both of you. So we're gonna head over to the SPY real quick. Yeehaw! How y'all like them apples? This is crazy. I gotta check my brokerage right now. Oh yeah, these bears, they don't want you got market makers saying hell no, you got bears saying hell no. All right, let me bring this. Let's get this up to date here. This is wild to see right now. Just this is a straight melt up, grind up into. Yeah, this is not looking good here. Just heads up to if you're a bear, when I see stuff like this right here, this is not good for bears. This is straight. You got to look at this from the perspective of you got to understand that when you see you should see a ricochet, right? You see this nice. This is a nice little sell right here at 10:53.20. That's probably where the pin strike was, but this is not. This is capitulation. This is not like sellers entering the market. When you start to see the confluence of buyers and sellers here, you are seeing sellers being absorbed. You got slightly more sellers at the moment on the SPY, but this doesn't that it's noise to me. If you guys are looking for a zone to buy, you will start to see down here at 465. You will see a base being built here at 465. You'll see a big nice blue. I'll show you guys this so you can see. I call this bricklaying down here. You'll start to see a nice blue bricklaying wall being built down below. You'll see this turn into really thick blue at some point, and that would mean that the sellers have been exhausted, and then this will be a new major support for the SPY looking for 470. And I remember this morning, not you guys, but I was on Twitter this morning at early, and all I heard was the market was going down today. Market's going down today. That's all I heard. That's all I heard this morning. You guys all heard that this morning too, right? Yep, someone just smacked it. Yeah, the misfit calls are just printing, right, Chaz? Printing misfit calls, brother. Printing. Printing. If you guys do me a favor, if any of you guys are new traders, don't have big accounts or whatever, please slap the like or subscribe button. If you guys are learning how to trade or trade better with my information, I spend a lot of time in this sub. It's all free. I do though take donations. There's a donation button in the description of this video, and I also have like a pinned post on my Twitter feed. If you guys ever make money, make bank off the trading and stuff, I appreciate tips because it helps me to provide this information to the time that it takes to put it out, and also that the cost for all this stuff. Like I'm paying like 500 to paying more now. I think I have to figure it out how much I'm actually paying right now, but it's gone up. It's probably like $800 a month for all this stuff to get this information out to you guys. So just the cost of doing this for the services, and then the time. I'm putting a lot of time into it recently. But if you guys are poor, don't worry about it. I want this to be a free sub. The free part of this sub means that, you know, I'm trying to get new traders to stop losing their accounts. I like new traders. I like having any new traders in the retail makes me happy. I would like to see the retail crew always get larger. I know out there in the real world that you know, no one has great insurance anymore. Even if you got a great job, nobody has great retirement anymore, great pensions. So now you guys have to be in control of your retirements, your investments. And I don't like when new traders come into the markets and they either get bad information or they pay thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I see some of these discords, they're like $300 a month, $600 a month, charging people for classes $700. Stupid crazy money, and they're lost in a sea of snarky traders in a discord, mocking them and talking with big words so that a new trader can't learn. So my whole mission is to teach new traders and make you guys some money. And if you guys are longtime traders and you guys are already making money, but if anything I'm putting out there is helping, please consider donating to down below in the description or on the main feed. I have a pinned tweet to help support and keep this handle going. And I appreciate all of you out there that do. I've got some founders out there. They're constantly helping us out. We talk in the background. We have a class series coming out that's free, where we have like you'd pay for it. This is just free. Just donate by donation. We do live streams at every pivot point in the market. I'll come on and do live streams with you guys. Put out a daily brief every day, and I post flow for you to where you guys, some of those flow companies do a great job out of it. Some of them don't. So we try to drill down to where the actual plays are in the market. Flip back to the Tesla. Yeah, I'll flip back to Tesla. Look at you guys yelling at me out there. Flip back to Tesla. Okay, so this is what you need to know in Tesla right now, okay? I want to talk to you guys about Tesla. No, we're not doing a Microsoft or a Windows update in the middle of a live stream. Okay, so what do you guys need to know? Okay, so heads up, Tesla gang. You've got more buyers than sellers on Tesla, and you are eating through a wall at this moment. What does that mean? That means you're going to go to the moon here in just a minute. So just a heads up. See these sellers being exhausted right here? You guys are about to do a straight moonshot. You guys want to see a moonshot? You guys want to see a squeeze? Let all your friends know. Let your Tesla gang know that you're about to squeeze. You are at a squeeze level. See how the buyers have stepped up from 940 to 950, and they're now at 990. Now you've got FOMO gang. You got the banks coming in right here. You've got sellers just being straight destroyed at the 1,000 level. What does that mean? That means that we squeeze. We squeeze to the moon. You ready to squeeze to the moon? Here we go. We are going to start squeezing here. You ready for the squeeze? You guys are just going to blow your face off here in a minute. Here it goes, baby. Here comes the squeeze. This is before it's even happening. On my end, it's at 1,000. So we're going to start squeezing here. Ready for the squeeze? This is awesome. This is awesome watching this happen in real time. Bye-bye, wall. See you later. Bye-bye, Tesla wall. The wall is gone on Tesla. You heard it here first. Bye-bye, wall. Bye-bye, Tesla wall. Yeah, moon, baby. Welcome to the Tesla live stream for day traders. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you for all the support out there. You guys are all awesome. You guys know I'm Tesla. You guys know I love trading Tesla. The wall is gone on Tesla. You should take a snapshot of that right there. Just blasted through the wall on Tesla. Go let everybody know on Twitter. This is stupid to watch right here. Tesla's just gonna straight moon it. This wild, right? Here we go. Dude, these sellers, there's no sellers up above. Boom, just ripping through sellers. Boom, big blue, big green, stupid buyers. Boom. Look at that, 990 buyers stepping in, 1,000 buyers stepping in. Just ripping. Got sellers at 1010, sellers at 1020, but they're not significant. You guys got to see this. They're no significant. That's basically blue skies above. Look at the left-hand side of your screen. You see that? See this thick red line? That's gone. Gone, gone, gone. All gone. In Tesla land, this is nothing. You guys literally just broke out of hard resistance. Established hard resistance on Tesla. Congratulations. Nice, Magnus. Congratulations, Magnus. Not a big wall, Mellow Yellow. You got to understand, in Tesla land, these are not big walls here. The big wall was back here at 1,000. You guys broke through that. These are all small walls. In Tesla land, in Tesla land, this is big news. This is a big day for Tesla. Congratulations to all of you out there. Y'all don't believe me. Some of you guys have never heard me on these live streams. These are pretty good live streams. And I don't know for you guys if they're good live streams, but for me, watching this is baller. Tesla up 7%. Right on, Joe Harper. How you like them apples, Joe? How do you like them apples, brother? Gangster. So now I wanted you to see this, okay? So see this red line below now at 1,000? These are shorts that have I like to call them shorts that have been turned into zombie bulls. These shorts are upside down, right? They become buyers, and now they want to gain back what they lost in the market, okay? So they're upside down now at this point. They flip and turn bull, and they fuel the rest of the move in Tesla. Or any stock, as a matter of fact. Oh, and look at this, 1020. More sellers above. So you got all kinds of shorts being trapped down here. You got shorts trapped down at 1,000. You got bears stepping back in saying, I'm going to take a short at 1020. This is nice to see. You guys are right in the thick of it right now. Hey, Betty Mac, right on, my brother. This is a great day. This is a good day. I'm stoked. Good day today. Good day generally in the market. You guys broke through. You guys just broke through a bunch. You guys broke through a huge wall in Tesla just now. Huge. Don't forget to take some profits, okay? I know we can keep going up here, but please take some money. Make it a Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah or a Happy Pagan holiday or whatever it is you celebrate. You celebrate what's the other one there? Festivus. If you guys just like having a good time, take some profit, enjoy your day. Even if we keep going up. Remember that FOMO crowd? Let them get some of that work in for you this morning. Take some profit. You guys were in this before today, and you guys take some profit. You taking profit as a retail trader is not going to affect the FOMO and the bank FOMO and the hedge FOMO that's going to take place right now. You see these buyers stepping in over here at 1,004. You guys have clear skies above to 1010. Look at this move up on Tesla. Look at these buyers stepping in. But, as an individual trader, you're not going to be the one that's going to break the back of Tesla. Take some profit. You can see above here 1010. We're not even there yet. You guys will see us at 1010 here shortly. Your next level after 1010 is 1020. You've got a bunch of shorts down here. You got a bunch of shorts down here. These guys are all turned into bulls now. They're going to fuel a rally above to make back what they lost. Yeah, there we go. You're gonna get this is called a short squeeze. When you hear squeeze, there's a squeeze, and then when you hear short squeeze, that's what's happening on Tesla right now. Is when you're flipping shorts into bulls. I love all you guys. I love you, the King Crow. I love you, Magnus. I love you, Chase. I love you, Joe, Alex. I love you, Amon. I love you, Benny Mac. That's up. So all that breathing room on SPY and Apple, that's all capitulation by shorts. You should see us break through at some point. I'll bring us back to SPY here in just a minute. Chase, you're the man. Spencer, you're the man. Mellow Yellow, what up, my brother? 1010 and 1020 is the number you're looking for, Mellow Yellow. Mark Davis. Right on, Mark. William. When toast. Toast is on Sunday. Maybe we could do a quick toast today. But we have to do it on Sunday at I think we called it for 2 p.m. on Sunday. Eric, thank you very much, my brother. Good to see you all. Stocks Anonymous. Do we see continuation in SPY Captain? Looks pretty clear to all-time highs. Yes, we will see continuation from how everything looks right now. We're going to see continuation to all-time highs. Guarantee. Or right now it's guaranteed. Looks like it. Hey, Brad. Good to see you. Or good. Yeah, right. That's right, my man, Brad. Yeah, dude, you guys got clear skies right now to 1020. Just as a heads up on Tesla. You guys have... Ray, how are you? William, yeah, dog. Sorry to be talking like a trashy college kid, but I'm really excited right now. I'm getting all goofy. I shouldn't be using goofy college kid talk, but... Looks, it's Kirby. I switched from SPY calls to Tesla, and I'm already banking. Thank you, Captain. You're welcome. Hope you're all making bank today. Clear skies, 1020 on Tesla. Let all your followers know on Tesla that there's no wall until 1020. No wall until 1020 on Tesla. You can see it here. Oh, you got a little sneaky peek coming in at 1015 over here. That's nothing. That's nothing. You guys just absorbed a bunch of shorts. A whole bunch. You've turned them into a bull army. You got Tesla Q shorts out there that are now bulls trying to make their money back. You're welcome, Martin. Hope you guys are doing well. Hutch is looking for a bottom so that he can get... I'll look on Oracle real quick for Hutch. He's been standing around, so let's see when he's looking for a buy-in. Just briefly look. We already know that Tesla's got till 1020. We got clear skies on Tesla till 1020. We'll check in for Oracle. Captain Santa bringing the gifts. Right on, everybody. Blood stunt. Yeah, blood stunt. Print and cash today. Okay, so you see, I want the one guy that's asking about Oracle. It's looking like Oracle. So Oracle is just noise right now, it looks like. If you're day trading Oracle right now, you're at critical support at 90, between 90.65 and 90. You've got more buyers set up below at 86. But when I scroll out like this, you can see that it's noise. So you could buy a spread here between here and 85, and then you're looking for a price target on Oracle of 110 over time, okay? We're going to switch to SPY, because I know some of you guys are locked into SPY right now. Face melter, Matt. Face melter, my brother. How do you like them apples? So you can see here on the SPY, face melter, Matt. Start to see we've got some support now at 1010, right? It's hard to break through 1010 on the Tesla feed. You've now created some support at 1010, 1011. Excuse me. And you're looking to break through 1015. You've got some resistance setting up here on Tesla. Excuse me. I had to drink some coffee. I'm a little dehydrated this morning. Need to clear my throat. It's an old school rap song. And let's look at the SPY real quick. Yeah, you've got sellers just being absorbed here. Whenever you see these yellow red lines here, you see these yellow red lines here, it's the same story. Tesla is just going to grind through this level. That's all that's happening right now. You're grinding through to all-time highs. Nothing has changed. All sellers are being absorbed. You got more sellers than buyers right now, but that's only because because of how close these lines are. This is your support. This is your resistance, and you've got grinding going on. Okay, we're gonna try to grind through this 466. This is a bullish context right now in the SPY. All right, and then Tesla. You're gonna have some consolidation around here at 1010. There's right now you've got support down here at 1005, and you've got nothing up. You're above target right now is 1020, and you've got more bears heading up to this 1025. If you guys have been on this stream since this morning, you've seen the shift from 940 straight up to over 1,000. Okay, that's a 60 or 70 point stretch or move. It's a baller move. Yeah, Matt. IWM calls are killing me. I'm just waiting for it. Like the moment I watched some hedging on IWM come in last week that is pinning it until the 29th, 31st. So I'm wondering if I should sell if I'm like up 10%, 20%, and then reposition and roll them into mid-January in case we don't squeeze until mid-January. I'm starting to get a little concerned, IWM. It's in the back of my mind, brother. All right, Magnus, have a great day. Hope you guys are all making bank this morning. I've got a donation button down in the description. If you can't donate here on YouTube, if you go to my Twitter handle, @CaptainsAlpha, you'll see a pinned tweet where I've got a little cup out. If you guys are making money, if you guys are becoming better traders, if you guys are just not losing as much as you used to lose, please consider donating so that I can continue to bring these live streams, continue to bring you guys. I got a bunch of stuff on board for you guys coming up. You guys are some of this stuff's gonna be awesome. You guys are I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff I'm rolling out for you guys in the coming weeks. A bunch of classes. I've got some dedicated live streams that I'm gonna have set up for you. I have multiple channels running on Bookmap for you, and come in and be able to talk on each one of these stocks that are hot for the day. Yeah, Matt, I'm feeling the same way in IWM. You know what it is? They're pinning it until the 31st. I have to go back and find where they pinned it, but I know those puts are out there. They're not regular puts, they're hedges. They were short-dated hedges to the end of the month on IWM. And they're going to try to pin it until the end of the month. SPY is coming up. Nope. I am all bullish on SPY right now for me. I am all bullish right now on SPY. We're grinding along. I'll show you right now. And you can see right now on Tesla, right? We're building consolidation here. We've got a decent support down here at 10,000. You can see that you've got new buyers stepping in at 1,000. They're like, let's push this higher. You can see above that we've got a small wall at 1015, but this is tiny. You got to remember, we're dealing with Tesla here, and this is a small wall at 1020 also. If you were here earlier this morning, this wall was at 1,000, and it was massive. It was a massive wall. And now you've turned shorts onto becoming bulls. They become like zombies. They have to make their money back, and they're now going to want to make this run up and at least break even, if not take profit for the day. They know now that it's a bullish context for the day on Tesla, so just be aware of that. When you guys are looking at the SPY, right, I'm going to show you guys something, okay? If you had seen this, see this red line down here? If this red line was down here at 465 or even lower, then you would say that's where the smart money is. But the smart money is grinding through. This isn't retail. These are banks right now that are absorbing sellers so they can take this up for a ripper to 470. But this happening today, it leads me to believe that we will make all-time highs and possibly even higher. All right. So this is where we're at, okay? I use DX feed. I use live DX feed for my cash market, and then I forget the name of the one that I use for futures. It's called, and then I use BTC for Bitcoin. Some other feed for Bitcoin. I forget what it is. Shoot, excuse me. Hey, thanks, Ben. I appreciate the donation. Thank you, Philip, for the donation in the mail. You've got my address, my brother. Yeah, the classes will be cool. Andre, good morning. I hope you're happy with everything so far. Good morning, Samuel. Crushing bloodbath last few months. Matt, I'm telling you, Matt, I watched that hedge come through. It was a short dated hedge. It was utter complete bullshit, man. It was a pin. I love you, Adam. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support. Hope you guys are all making bank this morning. Hell yeah, Adam. Hell yeah. 392 in the money. Oh, Invesqua. Once we're through 466, my man, it's basically clear skies. That wall was pretty big. That wall was yesterday. The wall was at 470, and they dropped that wall down right into 466. So those sellers that were above concentrated this morning as one last attempt to drop the market or resist the market, and the market's just showing you that it's going up. Oh, Joe, I'm gonna send it right now. I'm gonna get off live stream and I'm gonna give you a call. I love all you guys. Every single dude. You guys don't understand that when I first became a trader. I had so many pitfalls and I made mistakes, and I paid all these people like charlatans and crap out there, and then I was losing. I blew up account after account after account. I overcomplicated all my trading. And when you start to simplify your trading, it makes life so much easier. So much easier. Thank you very much, G Chen. I appreciate the support. Thanks, Charles, for the support. Oh, yeah, dude. I was a bear. I went down. Dude, I lost so much money one year as a bear. I switched bear, but overall, like 70% of the time, you should be bullish. 70%. And then you should either learn how to step back as a bull or be able to switch to bear for 30% of the time. Yeah, Tesla, baby. Hope everybody's happy today. Happy holidays to all of you. If you don't celebrate, I hope that you're able to at least be around some friends and family or read a book, take a hike, go skiing. I love all you guys. Dude, I owe you guys. I remember when dude, I remember when I was coming up and my mentors, all I wanted to do was hug them because there was a sea of noise, like a literal cacophony of noise out there as a trader, and you'd go down the wrong rabbit hole, doomed, doom, 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 and so I don't know. I want to see more retail traders, and you're going to see more retail traders over the years. Don't be listening to people telling you the market's going to get too hard. Retail traders are going to go away. That's all a mouthpiece by very snarky people, angry people, people that work for banks and hedge funds, pro traders that have an ego. There's no need to have that shit. No need. You guys aren't stealing from each other. You guys are stealing from the banks. Remember that. You're not taking some other retail trader's money. You're taking the bank's money. Banks have a lot of money. It's like a transfer of wealth, right? And I'm sorry, it's greatest transfer of wealth in history is going on right now. And if you're not going to get it traditionally investing in a 401k or a pension or anything like that, then you're being forced to go on your own to make your own future, right? To make your own retirement. No one, you can't. I don't know what to say about that other than if you're being forced out there to make your own retirement, and you're all in the markets today, controlling your own destinies. I don't know why retail would turn on each other or close doors on new retail investors. The more retail investors you have, the more power the retail investors have. I don't think it's right now, but I think in 10, 20 years, retail, if they could focus their energy, could be a force to reckon with like any of the big banks. Yeah. Thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Free trading. Yeah, it's all greed, man. You guys have to understand to an extent that at some point retail has to come together and at least get a message, or at least have like a 70% think this and 30% think that, and have it and know that it's a trusted source. You know, like at some point, if they were ever able to do something like that and make retail powerful, it would move markets. It would, in it, you know, that whole short argument. I'm down with shorting company that deserves to be shorted. But when you guys start to see the lid being lifted on some of these short operations, it's disgusting. It really is. You're killing companies out there that are good companies because they've got like low float stocks. They've only got so many shares available to be shorted. It's kind of disgusting, especially on a small cap scale. When you see some of these companies that are small caps that are, I'm not talking about GME and AMC. I'm talking about like just like 6 people in that company and they're getting crushed by some stupid hedge fund. That shit bothers me. Where's the vol trigger at? You guys can check out. Let me take a look at my vol trigger. I don't have. Do I have it up here? Can I bring up Trade and View? Let's look at vol trigger on SPY. Let's take a look. Vol trigger was at 4,700 yesterday. And there is not, or we've got one at 4.7, or we got one, hold on. You've got a vol trigger, a new vol trigger this morning at 468, and you've got a real massive one at 470. Now, this disappeared this morning at 468 and 470. Contextually, with what's taking place in the SPY right now, I'm going to tell you that these are weak. These are weak. These aren't nearly as strong as they should be. And your next wall, hold on. Your next wall on the SPY. Yeah, you've got clear skies above. This all to me looks like it's just going to be stumbling back. You're going to see some light resistance at 4. You'll see light resistance at 468, 470. You'll see some profit taking at 470, and then you'll see a bounce back at 460 for a move to 478. I think I talked about all this inside of the video last night, and I think most of it's come true on a faster timeline. Yeah, I know all about it. You guys. I know about this stuff. Tom at Motley Fool said Tesla's the greatest redistribution of wealth from institutional individuals, aka retail. Yep. Hope you guys are all making money today. See another wall being built above here. So you're looking for 468, 470. If you're looking for a dip to buy in the SPY, let's say you've just been watching all day long. Maybe hope and pray. Maybe hope and pray that you get a chance to buy at 465. You know that smart money's in at 450 right now. And yeah, dude, all the buyers are right on 466. That's what it is. We're in a bullish context. So you've got some nice support being built down here at 999 on Tesla, 1,000 on Tesla, 1,005 on Tesla. You've got some new resistance at 1015 and 1020. They're not big though, and we were consolidating on Tesla right now. So you're still good to go. The one thing I want to tell you though, as a trader, remember, right? It's 11:26, so start to think that traders are going to go out and take themselves a nice lunch, right? They're probably going to take a break between. Sometimes it's like 11:30 to 2:30 in the afternoon. Then you see that one more rip into the close. So if you're a Tesla trader, take a little bit of profit, right? Wait for some consolidation. And you're going to look for support at 1,005. And you're going to look for a move up into that later part of the afternoon. It could happen now. But take some profit. I want you guys to take some profit, please. Please, please. Please take at least let the house money run. You take the money you put in, take a little bit of profit, you leave some on the table that you made, that's house money, and then you tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna sell it 10,015 today. Or I'm gonna sell it 10,020, and if we break below 10,005, I'm gonna pull it all off the table. Okay? You guys understand me when I'm talking? You guys when I tell you guys to take profit? Yeah, we're making a run at 10,015 again. We should hit it. It's not that we're not going to hit it. What I'm trying to tell you is that you take some profit. You take profit at 10,015. Leave some on the table for 10,015. Leave some on the table for 10,020. And if you're trying to be a buyer in Tesla, you get down on your knees and pray that we come back down to 10,005 and 1,000. But you know you've got buyers here. You see this right here? This is support. 10,005. That's right, Joe. Yes. Yeah, Henry, take a little bit off the table, just a little bit. If you want to buy Tesla or jump in on Tesla, 10,005 is where support is. Take profit. Like there's no reason not to take some profit. And if you want to leave some on, leave some on. If you want to take all your profit, pay attention to Tesla today. If you see a bounce off to 10,005, then you know that you can take it to 10,015, 10,020. You want to see where the big wall is on Tesla right now? If there's a big wall? Yeah, see these shorts never learn. These shorts never learn. So here's your next point. 10,050 is the big wall now. You guys want to see that? So let's say you bounce off 10,005. Your next price target is 1050. 1050. You guys see this right now? So this is a great setup. You've got major support at Tesla at 10,005. That's also your stop loss. So when you're like, when do I get out of Tesla? Well, if you break through 10,005 or 10,000, that's where you put your stop losses. But what does this set up to be? All this right here is a setup to break through 10,015, 10,020 for a squeeze to 1050. That's what you tell your friends on Twitter. We've got a base at 10,005. We're trying to break through right now to get to 10,050. You did call it, didn't you, Drake Tell? In a day, 1050. I'm just in the wrong ticker. I've done that. Sometimes I'll be in the wrong ticker, and then end of day, I'm like, wait a minute. Which ticker went up 100 points today? Which ticker went up 15% today? I've done that, Adam. Yes, sir. Always on directional moves. Take profit on 0 dates. So here's your setup for the rest of today. Buyer at 10,005 now, then a seller at 1050. You're going to wait for a grind through 1015s and 1020s. If you really wanted to be a safe trader today, you'd wait for a move above 1020 and then just take that rip between 1020 and 1050. You guys getting all this? All right, I'm going to start logging off here, okay? So I'm going to leave you with this. You have support at 1005 to 10, or like 1,000 to 1,005. That's where your support is. If you break below those numbers, you're going to pull the ripcord on your profit. You are looking for consolidation between 1005 and 1020. If we break through 1020, we're going to 1050. You guys understand that? So if you're like, well, I'm going to take profit off the table, maybe I'll wait until we break above 1020, and then I'll take it to 1050. If you're a long-time holder, that's what you're looking for. This is all pretty simple. And you guys are seeing another wall coming in down below at 1,000. This is good. This is major support this is support. I want you guys to see this right now. So what's happening right now is you're getting a big wall big, big, big support wall at the 1,000 to 1,005 level. This means that you're getting another gear up, and you see these nice big green bubbles. You're getting a big gear up right now to just burn these shorts at 10,000 or at 1,015 and 1,020, and they are going to make an attempt for 10,050. You're welcome, everybody. Congratulations, Joe. Anytime, Andy. Hope you guys are stoked out there. Hope you guys are making bank out there. You guys start making a bank. If you guys start winning 60% of your trades, you're if compared to baseball. If you win 60 to 70% of your trades, that's it. You don't even need 990. Just 60 to 70, you're batting like a 300, 350 in baseball. You're a Hall of Famer. Literally Hall of Famer. Boy, I heard a lot of shit talking on Twitter this morning. Anytime. You guys see my Tesla post this morning at 4 a.m.? I'm up there with my blackboard. My hair's all crazy. They got like connected dots across the blackboard. Congrats to all of you. Yeah, I'll take a look at TSM. Let's take a look at TSM. And you see this firming up for you SPY people out there. Starting to see some resistance at 470. This implies a move to 470. That also implies a move that Tesla's going to go to 1050. Right? You start to correlate stocks to indexes. So I would say that you've got a high chance of seeing 1050 today in Tesla. Take a look at TSM. You start looking at the VIX, start looking at Tesla, start looking at NDX, at Nasdaq, look at the SPY, piece it all together, and it should give you the pieces of the puzzle. You want to look that you're seeing that shorts are being consumed. They're now bulls. To an extent, they're bulls. You've got some grind going on here at 120. You know that the buyers, all the smart buyers right now at 110 on TSM, okay? You're going to look for a bounce below if you're going to be a safe buyer for a move up. You've got some resistance forming at 125. You have capitulation by sellers. You've got clear skies above on TSM. And you've got way more buyers than sellers. Way more. If you're trading TSM today, I'll leave you with this. If you haven't entered TSM, you could join the fray. But smart buyers at 110. The overwhelming buying that's going on in TSM leads me to believe that we will break through 125. You will probably see another spike above to 140 at some point today. No, so I have not my setup is still not complete for me to. Matter of fact, hang tight here. Oh, they're just not giving up on these SPY calls, huh? These market makers are assholes. So I cannot trade on this other computer I have and the one that I'm on over here. I can't live trade on this setup just yet, how I have it set up right now. I can't live trade and not be looking at a candlestick chart at the same time that I'm looking at Bookmap and trading. So I'm setting up an office right now so that I can do it all at the same time. So right now I've got one hand behind my back. on my end. Let's go back to Tesla for you. We're going to take a look here. So you guys see what I talked to you about just a few minutes ago. I said to you, you're looking for 10,005 to hold here, right? And you want to see the consolidation here for the next move up to 1015, 1020, and eventually 1050. If you see 10,005 break, that would be a hint. You've ever heard of a fishing expedition? You might see Tesla break below and bounce off 1,000. I was talking to you about 10,005 to, or excuse me, 1,005 to 1,000. You see buyers moving up to this 1,000 mark right here. Sometimes you'll see a quick dip below, and someone will grab a nice fat call right at 1,000. I would put my stops at 1,000. If you wanted to be really conservative, you could put them at 1,005. But sometimes you'll get triggered on your stop at 1,005, and it's only for a brief moment. And it was to grab cheap shares at 1,000. Right on, Henry. Yeah, I need to do that, don't I? Henry, do you mind DMing me? If you're on Twitter, can you DM me that AMD Threadripper CPU so I can take a look at it? Does it add some strength, right? Because it's in the 50 MA. I think yes, and so I do use. Sometimes I'll use the moving averages to confirm where we're at or deny where we're at or whatever. But so it's hard to explain. So when I'm doing my research, yeah, I'll use all those indicators. But then once I get into the day and I'm like, hey, this is my plan. This is what I'm looking for to happen. The real truth beats everything out there is what's happening live with order flow, what's happening live with the sellers and the buyers and what they're thinking, right? So at the end of the day, after all the bullshit's put to the side, I'm looking for what's actually taking place. Like how many times do 50 MAs fail? How many times do 100 days fail or 7-day moving averages? You see them fail and you see people say, well, I did all this research and I did all this stuff and it still didn't work. What am I doing wrong here? I must have missed something. And it's because you don't have that last piece. You want that last piece of knowing what the actual order flow is. Did the buyers show up or did the sellers show up? Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. Yeah, Matt, you can just pause the video, go straight back a minute or two, 5 minutes. You'll see the technicals on the order flow for TSM and where it is potentially going. And then you reset your connection and you'll be live with me once again. All right. So here's the deal, okay? You guys got it from me. I have to take a break. I need to do my own trades out there. Every time I do these live streams, I'm not able to trade at the moment. I should have my normal station set up here for live. I have to do the live streaming while I'm trading, and I can't because what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at a bunch of screens and interacting with you constantly. But that's not really a problem. The problem is that I don't have a screen for me to watch the candlesticks in conjunction with the flow and my trading my brokerages. So right now I'm like just kind of got my trades in the background. So I'm kind of pissy at myself actually, not you guys. What debit call spreads? Okay, one thing about debit call spreads I want to leave you guys with, okay? I I love taking profit on debit call spreads near 50%. So unless you're upside down and waiting for it to print at the end, if you're making up to 40-50% on a debit call spread, it's sometimes better for you to take it at 50 because the rest of the time when you're going to make the other 50% is usually too far out in time that you could put in all your profit on. I'm not explaining this good, so let me start at the beginning. If you pick the right direction when you open a spread, and it automatically prints you 50%, typically it won't print the last 50% until the spread expires. Now, let's say I buy a month spread and I make 50% in the first week, right? I won't print the next 50% typically until near expiration. So why would I wait 3 weeks for that expiration when I could put that money to work somewhere else? So I hope that makes sense. Now, if you go upside down in a spread and you're like, well, I've already lost all my investment in that, yeah, then you hold it into the contract expiration. One other note in this is don't ever, any spread, never, ever let them get closed after hours, especially on indexes. There's a few rules you need to know with spreads. Number one, always better to take spreads out on cash settled stocks or indexes, i.e. spreads are safer on the SPY, on the IWM, on the Qs. When you are upside down or too far up on a spread on a stock settled stock, right? And specifically on a dividend bearing stock, there's big danger that your legs on your spreads can be executed while you're holding that spread. And it's this I'll explain better later. In my mind I have to think about how to word this to you guys, but what'll happen is they'll close one end of your spread, tell you that you owe them $1 million, and you just have to make sure that you close before the end of the day, the other leg of the spread, so that you can cover the difference so you don't get screwed. And you can get screwed on spreads. So remember, try to put your spreads on cash settling, no dividend ETFs. If you are going to take a spread on an individual ticker, if you see the stock going way above where you're in the money, you close those things out. Never ever let a spread execute after hours. There's a lot of funny business that goes on in after hours intentionally to screw spread holders. I need to do a video on that because you guys can look. People get panicky. Yeah, getting assigned, not executed. Thank you. Assignment. I'm using the wrong words. Yeah, free money. Did Elon sell some? No. We just talked about hitting 10:05. This is normal. Like you need to be looking for. We're heading into the lunch hour. You guys got to know, like people want to take some profit, take a lunch. They want to make sure that we're going to settle down here at 10,005, 10,000. You see a nice support building down here below now at 1,000. We should settle down here. It wouldn't surprise me to see some form of rip higher into close at 1020, 1015, 1020, and possibly 1050. Yeah, like you don't want to get assigned, and if you get assigned on one leg and not the other, it's going to look like you owe your brokerage that stupid amount of money. You'll start panicking. You'll see weird shit. Dealers and market makers, they run scams after hours to screw over spread holders, butterfly condor holders. If you start to see one side of if you have like condors or butterflies, and one side's getting way outside the money, you cut the other side, or you cut that other side loose so you don't get assigned. The safest way to trade any kind of complex trading strategy, everyone knows, is on cash settlement ETFs. Safest. They can, just so you know, they can definitely they can definitely assign you. I've seen guys. I've been trading a long time. I've seen guys get straight jacked in the after hours. I'm talking about like the 415. It will happen. Another funky thing that happens is they have these like they have a buy or MOC and the sell orders, like forced buying and selling in the after hours, and you will see like an order come through before the 4:15 hour, but it doesn't get processed in air quotes until after 4:15 p.m. And so they're not processing everything, and you will see it take place at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Those are little unknown gray areas in the markets where you get screwed. They can. Yeah, you can't do the same. I'm sorry, I misread what you wrote, Blood Stunt. They can do it. And people don't realize there's a gray area where you can get straight screwed in the after hours. So whether I'm making or losing money, let's say I hold a spread, any spread. Let's say I'm holding it right up to the last day on that expiration day. I always close my spreads before 4 p.m. Even if I'm losing. Even if we spike up at 4:15, I close my spreads at 4 o'clock. I take it on the chin. Take the loss. Take the L. Yep. So if you guys are watching right here, 10:05 to 1,000. Remember what I said? You've got your stop losses are between 10:05 and 1,000. $10.05 to 1,000 is your stop losses on Tesla today. Cobbage? Cobb? What's Cobb? I don't know. What's Cobb? What did I say wrong? Did I misspeak? Is it Barath? Barath, what do I need to know? More words, Barath. I'm missing what you're saying. Thanks, Henry, for the update. January 21st, Tesla, 1,100 calls just hit the tape. 450 at 34 bucks for 1.5 million. Woo! There was your dip. I said that earlier, right? I said you'll see a fishing expedition. They'll dip it, grab some calls. You'll sell out. They'll get cheap shares. Yeah, exactly. Rob, you know what you're talking about. Don't panic. And that's what what Rob's talking about is what I was discussing earlier. He's putting it into better words. So if you see that swing that goes way too high, his short put side was assigned because he went way, 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 way outside the money. Yeah, Rob knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, you don't panic, you sell the shares. And that's the thing too, that you know what people forget is that they forget to sell the shares. Check their account the next day and they freak out. Yep, and resell the puts to keep that sexy extrinsic value. Free money. Yeah, when you guys, some of you guys out there make a lot of money, you know, you guys should know that the rich people, all they do is sell puts and sell calls. They don't even trade. All they do is sell puts outside the money, calls and puts all day long. You have the implied move for a day, the week, the month, implied move for a quarter. When you start hearing people saying like we expect the SPY to do 14% in a year, all that stuff's tied into big money that are selling calls and puts. I wish I was that rich. You're talking like if you had like $100 million. You had like $100 million. You just sold calls and puts all day long. You're just making free bank, free money all day long. Thanks for the update. The UVXY looks like it just bottomed. It is. I love that extra. I love sucking that with that straw. You just put that straw in. Let's look at. I'm gonna look on my candlestick chart and take a look at the VIX again. Yeah, we should cool off here. It wouldn't surprise me. People are gonna take a lunch. They're gonna take profit. We are bottoming. Henry's correct. We are starting to curl up a little bit here in the VIX. It wouldn't shock me to see people take some profit here. Sometimes they'll sneak us above when nobody's looking, eating lunch. That's possible. We do that. We could possibly break through during lunch. Sometimes our biggest moves are. Okay, so let me rephrase that. Most days of the week, you'll see that slow time between 11:30, 2 in the afternoon. and then a move made up or down between 3 and 4 p.m., right? Every blue moon, what they'll do is everybody's on lunch and they'll sneak the SPY up way high or way down. You won't be paying any attention, and they'll pull a fast one on you. And those are usually big days. Let's be conscious of that. This all looks like it's just normal, though. This all looks like, take a lunch, take your profit, set yourself an alarm, go have some lunch, come back and take a look at where we're at and where we're going. That's right. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Just think it's still worth holding on to my 1231 for. I always like taking profit. You guys can take profit. If you guys miss a trade, it's okay to miss a trade. You take profit on your trades, and then you set for yourself where you're comfortable buying. We'll look at SPY real quick because I'm being asked about it, or I'm being asked about unsubscribe from here. We're going to talk about, if you hit 465, right? Any of you day traders know that once you hit your targets, that they're going to grind the value out of your options. So this is the moment where the market makers come in and they suck, and the Theta gang comes in and sucks your profits. They sneak in. Right, and they literally take your profit away from you. So what I'll tend to do, unless they're very far out options, is if I'm day trading weeklies, I'm looking for price targets. I'll take profit and then I'll step back in to trade the next run. So let's look at the SPY feed. And if you're looking for a place to buy the SPY, let's say we start to consolidate here, you're going to look to be rebuying back in the SPY right now at 46.50. You're also going to be looking for support at 46.50. This is like an intraday support level, 46.50. You break below 46.50. And you're going to be looking for where do we know major support of the day is? 460, 461, 462. So an intraday support level you're looking for right now, 46.55 on the SPY. You see this, look at this wall forming above here. Not a wall, but 46. I would expect that by end of day we tag 46.8.20. That's what I'm going to expect out of the day. See these minor supports down here, 40 for an intraday minor support, 46.50, 46.50, and then the price target right now is 46.20 on the day. It could go higher too. I thought we saw it at 40. Yeah, you got 475, you got 471, 472, and you have some resistance now for. So you start seeing stuff like this up here, 480. That wasn't there earlier this morning, so now they're taking that seriously. You can see this forming up here, 470. Start seeing people are realizing that we could make 470 today. So what would you do? I don't know. You take profit at 465 or where we are right now, and then you let the grind do the work for you. I always tell you guys, right? Take it to the resistance. Let the banks do the work for you. Pick the trade back up to 470 above. And so you're looking for above hold on here. If we break above 466.59, you're going to look to pick up the SPY again to 470. Yeah, Amazon's great too. Congratulations, BS Strat or B Strat. Thank you, Blinky. Biden says gas price is going to historical average. This is a big trade right now in energy. That's probably trying to print a trade that Biden took. I saw a ton of money going in last week into energy trades. They want to get a print, I bet. I bet Biden wants to print his calls. He's turning into like a, you notice that Biden's turning into like a Trump? Like he knows he has some flex on the markets. like he's doing it in a real like quiet, weird way. He never used to do that. And now he's like trying to play the markets right now. You guys notice that? It's wild. All right, so I'm gonna log off here. Hope I left you guys with enough for the day. If we come into any kind of market burning scenario today, I will come back on with a live stream. Please like and subscribe if you're a new trader, if you don't have much money, a small bank, if you're trying to recover an account, if you guys are making money off my plays, if you guys are learning anything, if I'm helping you to stop bleeding your accounts, and you are making money off of the trades and the plays and this stuff, I do appreciate the support because it does take a lot out of me in the time of my day, and then the cost of all of these services I gotta buy and stuff to pump this stuff out. It's expensive. I appreciate all the support you guys give, any way that you can give it, even if it's just interacting with me or other traders. If you guys can just interact with other traders on the Captain's Alpha handle, I'd appreciate that too, so that we can all help each other to make money. That's what we're here for. We're not here to make other people lose money. We're here to make other traders money. So anything you guys can put for positive or negative feedback as to if you guys want to bounce your trades off other people, be like, hey, I'm thinking of taking this trade. What do you think? And if you know something that guy doesn't know or that woman or whatever, help them out. Help each other out as traders out there. Okay? I'm going to log off, and congrats to any that made money today. Good job. Thank all of you guys, too. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed at myself right now. I'm kind of upset that I didn't. This has happened to me like 3 times this week where I'm over here live streaming what's going on and I'm not trading. Kind of pissy. It's my fault, though. So we're going to fix this before. Hopefully, in this Chris holiday vacation here this weekend, I'm going to get everything finished, done, complete. I'll work through Christmas. What's weird, too, is I'm supposed to be going to my mother-in-law's house for Christmas, and I'm already trying to figure out a way to duck out of it and stay home and get this done. I shouldn't be saying that. I should go and enjoy it, but that's what my head's doing. I shouldn't be doing that stuff. It'd make my wife very mad. That's right, Invesqua. We are here to take the bank's money. That is what we're here for. You get that greedy old man, right, with those soft hands, and you just want to slip your hand up and just take a little bit. You don't want it all. You couldn't even fathom how much they actually have. They've literally come back, and all the liquidity that was put in the market by the QE and the QT, all that money's in their pockets. They took it all back. They're taking it back in taxes. They're taking it back in fees on mortgages. There's so many slimy things that are being done to remove that liquidity from the market, and it's not going back to the government. It's going literally into the deep back vaults of the banks. You guys want me to bring up Apple real quick? Tell them you got the Rhoda. Let me bring up the Apple real quick for you guys so that let me bring up Apple. I know you guys like Apple too, so we'll do Apple real quick before I sign off here. When we're done with Apple, I'm out. See that nice Tesla feed? Look at that gorgeous feed. This is a prime setup. This is an amazing setup right here in Tesla. It's a gangster setup. Gangster setup. Let's look at Apple real quick. And we're going to talk about, let's see if I can bring this down in a better level for you. Give you guys some Apple levels. Hang tight here. This is taking a minute to load. Come on, Apple. You can do it, Apple. Hang tight here. I'm having a little bit of a squeeze on my internet here. Let's see if I can load this one again. Okay, here we go. Woo! Spread this out a little bit. Apple is pumping. Look at Apple. Apple's going crazy right now. All right, this should help you guys in Apple land, right? Let's talk. We've got support 1 at 150, support 2 at 160, support 3 at 165, right? You've got major consolidation going on Apple at 174. Your R1 is 180, R2 is 185, and this is sell the news at 190 on Apple. So what does that mean for you, right? You're going to, if you're already in the trade, you're at your first resistance, second major resistance 180, and then your third major resistance is at 185, and then sell the world at 190. If you want to be a buyer in Tesla, your buy-in is at 166. So set an alert for 165, 166. If it does slow down a little at any points, that's your buy-in. Now, if you want to take on a riskier bet, I can tell you right now that they're grinding through 174. And if you see a break above, if you want to take on more risk on Apple, if you see a break above 175.44, you're going to ride that to 180, get out of 180, and then take it back again at 180.55 and ride that to 185. See, you just jump on between these, clear sailing between each one of these levels, and you can see that Apple's trying to make a move. This probably leads into, at some point, this probably leads into an end of the day push. You start looking at all these different big tickers in tech, right? Where they're all at right now. And all this leads me to believe that we're going to get that push in the end of day. Now, if you get weakness in Apple down to 165, consider it like a happy day. Like, hey, I got to buy in when we're trying to make a run at an STX up here, at a sell signal at 190. Hope this helps. Long XLF. Yeah, you know it's weird because I saw some calls coming in today for financials. JPM wants to pay themselves. You know what's interesting about XLF? Everybody wonders why XLF and why the banks are never traded higher than where they are traded. That is an extension of what took place in 2007. Some real old school banks, like small hedge funds and banks, got real salty at getting screwed over. And that's why you see the banks trading at such low numbers. They'll never, ever trade the banks again at high prices. I should do a video about that someday, the history of that, and why the banks trade so low. Yeah, Misfits hung up. All right, I'll check back in with you guys later this afternoon, okay? It's already noontime. That's almost a 3-hour stream. That's crazy. Congratulations to any of you out there today. I hope this feed has helped you, and you can expect these whenever we're at a key pivot moment in the market. And if we're trading individual tickers, we want to know what the real supports are, where the real resistances are live during the daytime, so we know we're more informed than a regular trader. Hands down. We have more information than most people out there trading during the day. Good luck. Okay, one more. Okay, Henry, I'll do AMD for you, brother. I'm going to do AMD right now. I love AMD right now, too. I do love me some AMD. Joey Harper. I'm going to do MD for you guys real quick before I get off here. I'm going to give you a shout here, Joe, in just a minute, okay? I'm going to take a nice little break. If you have time, Joe, I'm going to give you a call. Let's take a quick look. Okay, so we've got critical support on AMD at 140. You should be making a run at 1. You're going to have minor resistance at 147.38, minor resistance at 149.99. Pretty decent resistance at 159, and then sell at 165. Be a buyer anywhere at 140. And then your stop loss is 130. And this is heavy. This is heavy support here. I want you guys to see this right here, that you've got heavy support at 140. I don't see you selling down below 140 today on AMD. Let all your boys and friends and women or whatever, girls out there, him, he, she, whatever it is you guys have out there, let all your friends know that heavy support at 140. You're looking to make a run for 160 to 165. The stop loss, you could start your stops at 137.24 and sell the world at 130. Or buy the dip at 130, I guess. You could even look at it as a buy the dip moment at 130. I like the cut of your jib 2X. Can't stop, won't stop, Andre. Dylan, diamond hands, my brother. Frockenstein, right on. Hut. Yes, there is. If you guys go to my main, Twitter handle on Captain's Alpha, there's a pinned tweet at the top. I think you can pay with just a credit card with no PayPal account. I think you can just you tap on that one there, and you can choose to either tip through PayPal, or it'll give you like a one-time PayPal pass where you pay through just a normal credit card. You don't actually sign up for a PayPal account. You guys don't have to do it through this link here in the description. Check out the Twitter handle. I have a pinned tweet at the above. I do appreciate that stuff. That stuff keeps me motivated to keep doing this stuff. Truly. So I didn't think that it would, but it really does. It really does. It keeps me pumped up to keep coming out here and being excited. So hut. I appreciate the support, brother. Thank you, Henry. Yeah, Josh. SPY's just consolidating. It's lunchtime. You know, this happens at lunchtime. You can take what you guys could do is just wait for 465 or 460. Grab yourself a spread and enjoy the ride. You know, you grab a spread on the SPY for call it right in the money, 465. Get some protection, some cheap puts, I guess, if you want to be bearish, like 10-cent puts or something that expire today or expire on Thursday, and you're good to go. Yeah, Eric, I think as a guest it works. I think if you go to my Twitter handle, you go to that pinned tweet, you click through there, and you can just go on as a guest, and then it bypasses PayPal. You enter your credit card information. It's a one-time deal. You don't have to worry about being supporting PayPal. And I understand that. You know what's crazy about that is if I take tips through YouTube, they take 50%, and they pay it in 6 months. If I go through the Twitter tip cup, it's a big long disaster as well. And the cheapest way for you guys to get your money to me and not to them is to go through my Twitter handle. That's the way to get me the money. YouTube's great. Some of these, I can't believe. Some of these services, they want all your money. It's they'll take 70%. Dude, YouTube takes, I think, that's why I don't put any ads on my channel, because YouTube takes all that money and then it messes with you guys. You guys get a bunch of ads. So don't do any ads or any advertising, because that stuff is just nasty. It's a scam. It's a scam by big processing. Yeah, you did it without a PayPal account. Thank you, Mahal, for the support. I really appreciate it. Don't be ashamed. Hey, man, I was a trader once. When I first started trading, right, I had these guys on Wall Street Bets that helped me become a better trader, and they would help. I would back test my trades with them before I made them. And those guys made me a lot of money, and so I always tipped, even if it was only $5 or $10. It made me feel better. I shouldn't be telling, because this sounds like I'm begging for money, but I'm not. It made me feel better to tip people that made me money. I felt better. I wanted to tip people because they made me money. Because I'd had so many people not make me money. There's so much noise out there that doesn't make me money. I have to cut through so much bullshit on social media to find the one guy that's like, hey, this is how you make money. You know? And once you find that, you can get that mentorship, and you can start to learn how to when to enter trades, when not to enter trades. It's life changing. You stop losing money and start making money. You hear that all the time. You hear that snark. When you hear snark out on the internet, right? Mostly they're either too cool for school, right? Or they're losing money. You hear people snarky out there, they're losing trades. They're just breaking even. You see some troll out there. I'm telling you, people get spicy when they're losing all the time. Ooh, Brave browser. I like it. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate the subscription, brother. Chaz, I'll take a look at my DMs. I haven't had a chance. Yeah, that is facts. You guys see salty people out there? You see people out there that don't post their trades before they happen. You see people that come in later. I mean, some people you come in, they'll just be pumped and excited because they don't want to show you the bad trades they're making. That's all fine. That's all good. But it's the ones that are snarky. You know, the ones that are, you go into their feeds and you see that all they post is snark. They never say, woo, I won today. Even if they're not posting their plays before they happen. Like people that just post like, yeah, I won today. That's great. I like those posts. What I don't like is people that are just posting snark. Like the real trolls, they lend nothing to the conversation. Yeah, I'll flash the Tesla chart once more for you before I go. Definitely. Hold on here. Here goes your Tesla chart. Gonna take a minute for it to load up. I'm probably getting throttled by Comcast right here. You know how Comcast is evil. I've been on this stream for too long. And I've got like their best package. I think I got a phone call from them. They want me to upgrade to business or something stupid. So I gotta probably upgrade my, if I want to do these live streams every day, probably have to upgrade to a business package, which sucks. I can't stand Comcast. I want Google Fiber so bad. And I have Google Fiber in my city, and I just don't live where it is right now. Yep. So let's look at. Yep, same thing. This is a great setup for Tesla. Okay. The setup for Tesla. You remember this holiday trade for Tesla could take place into at least Christmas Eve. Okay. In the market, you'll see people wane away, and then they'll come back into it after Christmas. But this trade right now is 1,000 to 1,005 is a buy area. You've got minor resistance at 10.15 and 10.20, and blue skies to 10.50. This is a great trade setup. You buy the dip at 1,000, which we have already bounced down at 1,000, so that you know you've got people in there. You know the trade is on to 10.50 right now. So that's another 45 point, another 50 point move between now and close. Ooh, I don't know. You know what? I'll have to check to see if they have ATT fiber here. I never checked. Yeah, Google Fiber is the best. You know, I have to start checking around because I think the best I can get here is, Starlink is good, but not strong enough. The latency is bad. But I love Starlink. I am a sailor, so I want to put Starlink on my boat. We get over a gig up and down. Yeah, I gotta check to see if any of the phone companies are offering fiber here. Yeah, I'll check PFE for you, Steven. No worries. I got you, brother. This will be the last one, okay? Yeah, probably 10.50 on the day. It's what people are shooting for. I know day traders are shooting for 10.50. 100% they are. 100% day traders are looking at 10.50 as the price target for today. Now, do they get there? I can't, I don't have a crystal ball. So I can't crystal ball it, but that's what the day traders are targeting. Without a doubt, day traders are targeting, or at least the FOMO day traders, the ones that entered a little bit late after the 9:30 open. And it's on the table at least. There's a high probability of an attempt at it today. Hang tight, we're gonna get this feed up and running. Yeah, Josh. Josh is like, you're still on? An hour ago you said you were leaving. Yeah, so lots of consolidation on PFE. I want you to be aware that there's a short operation on PFE right now by Morgan Stanley. Be aware of that. There are easier stocks to make money on today. If you're tied into PFE, they're at critical support right now at 60. There are buy the dippers down below at 58. And then you've got sellers above at 61, 62. The major sellers are at 63. If Pfizer likes to drop cool news to spike it up, you're going to look for a squeeze at 63. So maybe you ride it up from here at 59 to 63, get out, let the grind happen, and then you'll see a squeeze above 63. It is, matter of fact, I'll bring it slightly closer for you. This is where your wall is. You could take this to 62.80, wait for the grind, and then take it again at 63.13 would be the squeeze point to go above. $58 and $56 are sizing up as the buy the dipper crowd on PFE. Oh, congratulations. I didn't know about that on PFE. Shansu. What did I do before I started trading? So I was in the military, and then I became a business owner. I owned very nice restaurants, and I could never seem to get ahead. Very profitable, very popular restaurants, James Beard type stuff. But I was kind of like the guy that just I was the gatekeeper for $3 million a year, but I never got to keep any of it. I wasn't able to give good benefits and pay to my employees. Everything is against the small business owner in this country. Everything is for corporate business owners. As a small business owner, you have to really work hard to make a great living at it. And so I started to trade to make a future for myself, right? A retirement, to make sure that my children, my wife would be taken care of. And due to that, and of course, you never know if they're going to have problems with medical bills, that kind of stuff. And then I started to just trade stocks. I actually traded Bitcoin when it first came out years and years ago. And then I started to trade individual stock tickers, just buying and selling stocks as an investor. And when Wall Street Bets was created, I was an initial adopter of Reddit, an initial adopter of Wall Street Bets, and became very close with some very, very smart, real professionals. And then I was taken into a private sub called Vegas Bets, met some guys in there, and got taken under their wing, wound up meeting a pit trader, a market maker over the years, and they taught me how to trade, how to make money. There's a big difference too. You'll find very highly technical traders out there that make great money. They're very smart, very wrinkle-brained, right? They say wrinkle brains, or no, smooth brains, I think. I think I'm getting that in the opposite, but see some technical traders out there, but then you see retail traders that overcomplicate their trades. I found that when I dumbed down my trading, I became a better trader. And I've traded everything. I've traded penny stocks, small caps, mid caps, tech. I've traded oil, gas, got wrecked. I've traded everything. And what I found was that when I simplified my trading plan, when I started to just trade the indexes and just focus on one or two stocks at a time, and then when I started to dumb down what I was doing, not overcomplicate myself, and I switched from bear to bull, and I had some great mentors, my trading became better. I became a better trader, became profitable, and was able to not be involved in the restaurant business anymore, and became a full-time day trader and swing trader and investor. And I've never looked back from then. And that's been trading for, I used to say, I've been trading for 5 to 7 years. And then recently I started saying, I've been trading for 10 years. But I think I've been trading total for 12 years at this point. Yeah, wrinkle brains. Yeah, I could talk about. We'll have those conversations where I talk about the stuff that I've been taught over the years, because there are some critical things you need to know that do make the difference between winning and losing trades. Patience is a big one. It's a big one. Letting the trade come to you. Another big one for me is not chasing trades. Chasing trades, man. Once you get over chasing trades, life goes on easy street. Yeah. Yeah, Hutch. So I'm from the West. I'm from out West. I moved to Michigan recently to buy cheap houses. So when you live out West, I don't know how many, I don't know where all you guys live, but you think things are expensive out here in the East, but out West, you never really get ahead. They take your money until you die, and then you're left with nothing. And when I was young, my father had taken us into Boston when it was being gentrified, and he bought cheap houses there, rebuilt them, and made a good life for us. And I followed in his footsteps. What I did was I came to Detroit and found cheap houses and started rebuilding them. Bought them outright, built them, rehabbed them, and started selling them and owning them and living in them. And this has been the past couple of years. So now I live with no mortgage. I don't pay a mortgage. The story that Detroit's a hellhole is wrong. That's a story that they sell to attract businesses. Those years are way past. But I am moving. Excuse me. At some point, I'll move back to the West. I think though my daughters will get a great education at one of the University of Michigan schools. They have the highest concentration of engineers in the country here. I know people don't believe that either, but you still have the big three. They're launching big EV here as well, so there's a lot of opportunity for that. But I didn't want to be a slave anymore. So I didn't want to be at risk of losing a home if I had a medical issue. I wanted to have something to give to my kids. Like in the past, in the past people used to buy houses with no mortgages. Mortgages were an advent of the 1930s or so. I think it was the 1930s. No, it was the boomers that came back, or not the boomers, but the soldiers that came back from war. Pre World War II, you had to either build your house or you had to pay for it with cash. And after the war, mortgages became popular. But even then, and that generation, they bought their homes eventually. They didn't keep mortgages, second, third, fourth mortgages. That was all an advent of like the 60s, 70s, like when you're doing second, third, fourth mortgages, not fourth, but like second, third mortgages on houses. And we've lost some of that. So for me personally, I wanted to own real estate, and I wanted to be a part of a gentrification of a city that would hopefully come back. I'm banking on more tech coming to Detroit because there's only so much room in places like Silicon Valley. You'll see these cities will go through 20 to 50 year changes, right? They'll get destroyed, then they'll come back. So I'm making a long-term investment in my kids. I'm saying to myself, hey, when I'm gone, and if my kids have these properties, then they'll mature into something that is valuable and real, that no one can take away from me. That's all true, and so that's what I did. And so I have that. I have a house here in Detroit where no matter where I go, no matter what I do the rest of my life, I know I have some place. I always have a home. I can leave it to my kids to go to college, so they don't have to pay for rent and stuff like that. So those are that's what I want out of life. You guys all want your own things. For me, I wanted that security. you know. And Detroit's a great place. I mean, it's not for everybody. The things that I miss. They have good hiking out here, but I miss the mountains. I miss the desert. I miss the ocean and the sky. I miss surfing. I still do that stuff now, though. When I live here cheaply, so I fly everywhere. Some of you guys have known me for a while, and some of you guys know that I fly out to the west, and I'll go surfing, I'll go skiing. I'll post pictures of that stuff sometimes on Twitter. So I'm able to afford to take the vacations that I want to get that out of me at least. It kind of helps. Sometimes I'll spend a week or a month out in Utah or in Colorado. I'll spend a month or a week out in California. I'll go surf the coast and camp on the beach. And so I get that out of my system. I'll go hike for a few weeks in the summertime. Early summer, late summer, I'll take a week or two trip. Yeah, man, I can't do that anymore. I ran that race. I was in that race, and it was big giant second sum. My wife and I were making six figures. It didn't matter. You never got ahead. You never truly got ahead. You never really. You think you're ahead, right? Until you get older and you realize that it's all a string. That half the cars you own them on. You see people that look like they're wealthy, or at least upper middle class, and they are one problem away from losing everything, declaring bankruptcy. I'm telling you that people know this from the 2000s. They know it from the late 80s. I watched my dad lose his houses in the 80s. My dad lost everything in the 80s. 1987, 1986, there was a crash. He had everything. He lost it all. Yeah, you don't want to buy the top in Silicon Valley. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I've seen it happen to too many people. I'm getting older now. Like not as young as I once was. I was always optimistic, but then as I started to get into my late 30s, I realized that I needed more security for me. For me, what my needs were, and it's interesting. Like real wealth is rarely passed on to a second generation. Wealthy people do that very frequently, but people that are worth $1 million, $3 million, they typically don't pass on real wealth to their children. They may pass on some money and stuff, but I'm talking about real wealth. Real wealth is a weird thing. Like when you're passing on real wealth to future generations, it's a whole different ball game. And so for me, I have to do it on a smaller level. You're welcome, Quantum Leap. I hope everything has helped. Yeah, most flaunting out there is credit. 100%. 100%. I don't even own new cars anymore. I bought my Teslas used, bought my Escalade used. I mean, they were newer. I got a good deal on them too. I waited until I got the right price. But I don't need to flaunt anything to anybody out there, to nobody. I just need to take. This is the same as trading, right? Don't worry about what other people are saying about you as a trader, the snark people, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that you're winning your trades. You're winning your investments. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about you out there. When you get like that in your head, or you start to beat yourself up in the head, what does Davey Day Trader think about me, or they made a comment to me? Remember that you look in your bank account. They don't pay your bills. They don't take care of your family. They don't take care of your friends. They don't take care of you. It's only you taking care of you. Nobody else is taking care of you out there. So feel good about yourself and what you're doing out there, okay? And there's never a dumb question. Just if you don't need those people in your life, just mute those people. Okay? You just need people in your life that are there to help you along in your journey, in your life too. All right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. You guys have a great afternoon. I did. I was one of the. So, the Detroit market, you ready for this? You guys want to hear a crazy story? I got here in Detroit at the last auctions where they still had houses going for anywhere from $1,500 to $15,000. Real nice places for like 50 to 100,000. But so the houses I bought for like 1,500 to 15,000, unrehabbed they're worth 80 to 120 right now. Unrehabbed. Fixed up, they're going for market prices. Market prices, 150, 200, 300,000. Isn't that wild? Literally right at the tail end of the Detroit shithole is when I got here. Never finance depreciating assets. And there's still deals in Detroit. You'd be surprised. And you can turn these houses into Airbnbs. You don't have to deal with renters. You fix them up real nice. That's one cool part about Detroit right now is there's no hotel infrastructure in Detroit. There's some, but only concentrated in the inner circle of downtown. So there's a great Airbnb movement here because you have engineers from around the world that come to Detroit. Around the world, these engineers come to these. So GM, Ford, and Chevy, or GM, Ford, and Cadillac, and GMC, all these big car companies, they source out all their engineering now. So you'll see like a small company in the outskirts in the suburbs of Detroit, right? And they'll have an engineering firm, but they outsource to a company in China that makes the dies and makes the trims, the interior trims, the exterior stuff for these cars, right? But you'll have these people that'll travel into Detroit, and they only have like, I don't know, like small choices for hotels. So if you renovate a house here and you Airbnb it to business people, engineers and stuff, you make real good money because there's not always a hotel nearby where these engineering firms are. Meanwhile, they're traveling through Detroit to get to one of these firms. All right. Yeah, Hutch. Detroit bottomed. And dude, the moment that it bottomed, like it was crazy because it went from like $500 to $1,500 houses at the Wayne County auction, and then all of a sudden now everything's through the roof. You can't even get a house. Now they're selling like burned out shells of homes for like $30,000, $50,000 right now, and you were buying them for 1,500, 5,000. You were buying burned out shells back then for $500. Matter of fact, when Detroit first started burning, they were selling mansions in downtown Detroit that were $1. Like, take it. Take the house off my hands. Those houses are now worth millions. Thanks for the update, Neil. Tesla just got a dark pool print at 1,004. Currently trading above. Yeah, we have a trust now. We do a trust now. Yeah, Milwaukee's popping. I've got some friends, some real estate investor friends. They've been in the Milwaukee market for the last year. They've been in the Milwaukee market, the Dayton market, and there's still some hesitation. And there's some. It's weird. Like Cleveland is there, but not there. It's consolidating. But Dayton is hot. Dayton's super hot, and Milwaukee is really hot, really really hot. And the one place I forget what the name of the town is. Northern Michigan. There's a Flint is not there yet, but it is going to be there. Flint right now is like Detroit was 10, 15 years ago. I bought the dip. So here's a funny story for you. So I'm living in like a really nice house out west. On paper I look great. And when I decided to move here, my family and my wife's family, it was not good. They were not happy at all with my decisions. I was looked at very poorly, but I knew. Sorry, there you go, PFE. I gotta go, guys. You guys have a great afternoon. I'll show you guys Tesla real quick, and I'll get out of here so you guys can just see the Tesla chart real quick. And I'm gonna end this stream, okay? I gotta check. Yeah. Unsubscribe from this one. We'll check the Tesla real quick. See how Tesla's forming up here. Yep, you're now trading above the 10,005 we talked about. We talked about buying the dip between 1,000 and 10,005. This is setting up for a move to 1015, 1020, and ultimately 1050. Let's see if we're even looking for 1050 still. Yep, we are. Yep, so buy the dippers, 1,000, 1,005. You're going to make a move up to 10,015 and 10,020. Price target's 1050 currently. There you go. This is what you guys need to see right here. Buy the dippers, 1,000 to 1,004. Anything below 998.59 is stop losses. Stop losses at 998.44. Buy the dip is between 1,000 and 1,005. Your price targets are 1015, 1020. Sell the news at 1050. Down below here, you've got some firming up at 960 and 970. These are the people that are like risk off that want to buy the dip down below here. But this move looks like it's in stone. You could see one brief moment sweep down to 970. That happens in Tesla. You guys see that happen. let's say the trade doesn't happen today. There's not enough runway into close for 1050. You will possibly see a sell down to this 960, 970 level. So be aware of that as we move into the end of the day. Runway meaning we need more time on the day. Yeah, I'll do more stories for you guys. Guacata, F1ist, Mellow Yellow. All right, you guys, have a great afternoon.